Hi guys, tonight we are going to be doing Why Are You Still Single? You guys wanted it last night and I thought we would do it for tonight. This is not judgment. This is just me keeping it real and hopefully to the point. Hopefully not getting too much into the emotion and thought. I'm going to try to keep it simple tonight, okay? That being said, happy St. Patty's Day to anybody who celebrates. If you don't like it, not my problem. You asked for it. So that being said, we will be getting started. I'm going to draw to see what's the lineup for tonight, and we'll keep it going, keep it moving. If you guys are in the chat, let me know your guys' zodiac sign. I'm going to do tomorrow. By the way, when I have more people in the chat, I'll tell you what I'll do for tomorrow. Today feels like Wednesday, though. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. That's what I will say. Today does not feel like a Tuesday. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's see who's going first. We have Sagittarius is going first. Okay, we have Sagittarius going first. Hi, Danny. Yes, I'm doing well. How are you? 1, 2, 3. Capricorn is going second. 1, 2, 3. Then we have Gemini going third. Pisces going fourth. Scorpio going fifth. Libra going sixth. I know, I'm happy to see you here again. Then we have Cancer. And we have Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, then Aries. Okay, so that is tonight's lineup. Okay, so Sagittarius, you're going first. Wow, Marmar, you're on it tonight so fast. I didn't even get to write it yet. All right, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra. I feel like Scorpio and Libra always go side by side. Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Aries. All right. So that is tonight's lineup, starting off with Sagittarius. All right, so this is going to be Why Are You Still Single? Oh, you did forget Aquarius. Aquarius is, hold on. I think Aqua goes right after Taurus. So it goes, yeah, it goes Aquarius, Leo, Aries, I think. Yeah, Aquarius is, oh no, yeah. So it's Aquarius, Leo, Aries. Hi, Tony. All right. So, Sagittarius, you are going first on this Why Are You Single? All right. And we are going to get started here. So let's see, Sagittarius. Why hasn't... so juicy. I feel so like, ooh, we're going to spill some tea here. So let's see, Sagittarius, the real reason you're single right now. Oh man. Hi Bernadette. How are you? This one's juicy. Okay. For my single Sagittarius, what I'm seeing here is that you always are keeping it optimistic. Now, obviously, you're single here. Let me point out that you have to be single for this reading to resonate. So here with the Fool card, I feel like you're always open to taking new chances while you're still in love with someone from your past. And so you're always in this fight of contention of in this like in between of, oh, I'm going to start something new, but yet I'm still tied to somebody in my past. It's like you let go of one thing and start another maybe too fast here, but it feels like you're still tied to someone or something. And that is here why whenever you start something, you're always still tied to something else, which could always leave you fighting like what you should do here. Like there's always this point of contention with you like fighting if it's worth it, because you still feel bonded or bound to somebody in some degree. And so there's this fight. I feel like this is an inner fight within you. What do I do? You also could have a lot of options here, Sagittarius. And it's like, well, I don't know if I even want to let go of my options to be single. Like, I kind of like being single. I like enjoying multiple I like company with multiple people. And to just put it to one person, it's like, why? Some of my Sagittarius I'm talking to are poly. I'm just getting that. I can't like not feel that. I do feel that. And of course, I'm going to get Sagittarius in my chat who are going to be like, no, I'm not poly, which is fine. But I feel like you're always confused on whether you should just keep it as like in a situationship or into a relationship. There are also relationships where they're just better off as what they are, which might just be sexual here. Hi, Aries man. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that could also be a reason here why you're still single, is that you're confused on your options and you've been enjoying your company and the people that you're sharing your time with, that it's like, why narrow it down to one person and commit for what? You might be just enjoying, 10 of cups. I'm happy being single and enjoying it. Okay. I like being single right now. Yeah. Okay. So what do you need to release though? Like what do you need to release or heal? I just keep... Okay, so I feel like there needs to be maybe a form of truth with you, not necessarily that you need to heal anything here, Sagittarius, but I feel that there's a part of you that is truly happy with where you are, and I feel like you feel pretty good emotionally within yourself and happy with where you are. But you're always inspired for something else, or you always feel like there's something missing, or the person that is meant for you still feel like you haven't found that yet. And so you're still feeling like I have an acknowledgement that I am looking for that person, but I haven't found them yet. So I keep like saying I'm happy and I'm content, but I'm lying because I'm still looking for something deeper that I have not found yet. So you could be happy with the people that you're hooking up with or you're messing with, or that you could be in a situationship with here. But I feel like when it comes to being in a relationship, there's a deep inner knowing, I don't want this person because it's not deep enough, or there is something I'm aware that is missing for me that I wouldn't even want to take it forward with whoever I'm dealing with, or the multiple people I'm dealing with here. Because some of y'all Sagittarius is out there dealing with, you got options, okay? And there ain't nothing wrong with having options, as long as you're being honest about it. but there could be a feeling here where you might be lying about that part, which could hurt others. So just be mindful of that. Let's see here. The person who's coming in. Who's the person coming in for my single Sagittariuses? I don't do personal readings right now. There's someone here who's very sweet, could be a Cancer, just has a very empathetic nature to them, and you love that about this person, such as Sagittarius. That if they could have ended just due to drama, or this person was kind of like a hopeless romantic, and you couldn't. Maybe it was like too much lovey-dovey crap for you, or maybe this person thought it was too much lovey-dovey stuff. But there's still somebody you always go to for advice, but there was too much drama surrounding them. But I see here that you two are still keeping it friendly and going out to drinks or always advising or helping each other. But there's also someone effed up here. Okay, so I'm getting like a person that has always been an option for you. And is always someone who's apologized and acknowledges when they've done wrong. But they did eliminate themselves, or there was an ending between you two. This could be a single parent here as well. And they were overly in their head here. Very overly in their head. And I feel like you two are actually going to talk and go for drinks. So this is going to be someone you probably already know, if I'm being honest here. Let's see how this will change for you. How will this change for Sagittarius, their love situation, my single Sagittariuses? Okay. I feel like things within a dynamic, I feel like you're dealing with someone where it's just not official, or it never was. But what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, with the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords, this is someone coming in that it just got very stressful with, and it's almost like you were resistant to make it right, even though you had all the feelings, or I think overall you still really wanted them. It just wasn't seeming like it was going to work, because there was too many things in the way, or it was just becoming too hard. But it doesn't mean that you didn't care. And I think to this day, like, there's still someone that you maybe help, or they help you in some way. And this is someone that over time grows on you, that you feel like you can trust it. I also feel like with the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is settling a score. So if anyone took advantage of someone else, whether it was you or them, it's going to be settled. And someone here is going to be able to keep the tension or keep the peace and just share their love that they have. Not in an overly romantic way with the King of Cups, but in a way where they're being wise and understanding that it doesn't need to be so dramatic. And maybe there's a reckoning with that, of why we even lost touch was because it got too heavy, that I pulled away or they pulled away. So that's what I'm seeing here within this dynamic. And that's how things are going to change for you. When maybe also, like, if you are experiencing new people, that not everyone is that past person, and that you have to keep running on this modality that you have because of what has happened to you, and allow yourself to not be so stressed out. Sometimes you think so big picture and you carry weights that aren't yours, because that relationship hasn't even formed yet, is what I'm getting. So it's like you're not going to be carrying those. You're just going to see if you can trust them. Okay, see if you can trust in it, that it will grow, and trying to kind of just be patient not and be able to diffuse any worries or doubts as they arise for you. Because when things change for you is when you're able to not get overwhelmed and, do that Seven of Swords energy, just do some sly thing to get out of a situation. Not saying that you do, but some of y'all do. Okay. So y'all do. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. But let's pull the Whispers of Love here and see if we get any more guidance. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Miracles and blessings here, Sagittarius. It says everything has a gift. Has its gift. Everything has its gift. So even if it looks frustrating or, it doesn't look as all that could appear, over time, you will start to see that there's a gift because it's a relationship pattern that you keep falling entrapped to. So it says it takes strength to recognize the need for change, relationship pattern. So you keep doing the same thing in relationships, and that's a part of why you haven't been able to, maybe you haven't been meeting the person, and why you're still single is because you're repeating repetitive narratives with new people. All right. I actually see you going to someone you previously knew. I really do feel that. I'm not getting any new energy in. So signs you could be dealing with, I'm seeing Scorpio. We see Libra here. All right, moving on to the next sign. We have Capricorns. Do you have any Capricorns in the chat? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, we see Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, and we are going to move on to the next sign. Okay. Capricorn, why are you still single? Capricorns. Let me take a water sip. All right, Capricorns, let's see why you are still single here. Honestly, your offers aren't good enough. With the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse, sometimes can be someone who's looking for a certain type of person. Okay. This is someone who's not very generous and can be a little bit superficial or materialistic. Just gonna be honest here. And it's giving like these people they're not meeting me where I am. So I'm not giving them the time of day. Like they don't meet the requirement. They don't meet the qualities of the person I need. The answer is no. That's why. And you've been a little bit disappointed, within the conversations you've had with others. Okay. You've been disappointed in your options as well. I just don't feel like they're giving anything. Like the communication is just not what I want or desire. So when I start to feel a feeling of, it's giving so little, and two, like you're not even the kind of person I want to be with, then why would I be anything other than single? You're kind of waiting for someone to come around that is that person that you can kind of carry in, that you feel like you're winning, or you feel like you have strength and power. Like you want to be acknowledged with the person you're with. Like you want to be known for the person you're with. Like you two are an extension of each other. I'm getting power couple here. And so it's like, yeah, there's love, but there's also like a feeling of like we're a boss ass couple, or there's something here where it's like, yeah, it's not just me pulling my weight. Okay. Like you got to pull your weight too. All right. And so you're looking for someone you can feel successful with in love. Like we've won. Okay. Not like, I don't know where that's coming from, because to me, like love is not winning, but to you, it might be. It might be. So I just feel like you're communicating your desires of what you want out of a relationship, and you get disappointed when others just don't see what you want. Because I feel like you want a teammate or you want a power couple relationship. And with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you are not meeting my standards by any means. No. Nah. Which hey, like I want what I want, Nina. You can have that. I want what I want, and I just do not like it. It's so low from what I deserve, or something like that. It's so low from my standards or requirements. Nuh-uh. No, thank you. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. You picky. It's okay. So let's see. What do you need to release here? What do they need to release here? Capricorn. Well, you're feeling disappointed in love, to be honest, which is creating a setback for you. Okay, Capricorn, I do feel like there's a setback for you because you're disappointed in what has happened or your options. There could have been somebody you were very attracted to. And then you got really in your head about it, and you just didn't feel like it was the right time with you and this person. Like something about timing was really wrong between you and somebody else, and that really disappointed you because you did like someone. Also, you may be feeling, okay, for some of my Capricorns, I'm just going to keep it 100 with what I'm seeing. Some of you may be insecure about the way you look. And that could be here. With the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords, you may be feeling, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone sometimes who's feeling secure at the root of it, and maybe is feeling like they're not going to get the kind of person they want based off of, I don't know, due to them not being patient enough to get what they want out of someone or an individual. Okay, so this could be about looks, like someone not, which is actually not about looks, right? And maybe that was this person. This person thought that their looks were enough. And it's like, well, for some of you, it's not about looks. It's more about taking the time to create something and to start something new. Some of you realize I don't have what it takes. There are setbacks that I'm not really able to be having love right now. I'm also like not really wanting to give much energy to love. I don't even, some of you guys, I keep getting, it's like I don't like the way I look right now, or I don't like, yeah, it's giving something like that. So that's just a small portion of you. I don't want to say that's all of you, but some of you may be insecure about that. I can't lie and say I'm not feeling that. With the Six of Pentacles being here also in reverse, this is payback. Someone is taking something from you. Someone could have taken your confidence away. Like for instance, if someone cheated on you, right, Capricorn, like that does hurt someone's confidence and does make someone insecure. It's not that you're not attractive or you're not beautiful or handsome. It's just when those kind of things happen to us, right, we naturally be like, why wasn't I, like, right, we get into our own insecurities. And so this person might have triggered an insecurity due to that. Okay, that is me. Yes, that happened to me. Okay. So here with the King of Swords in reverse, this is feeling distrustful. Like everyone will, like, even when it's like almost giving, like, even when I do try to go out, it's like people are laying on things thick, and it's like you don't even know me yet. So there's like things that just make you immediately distrustful as well, and feeling like you're being manipulated, and you don't like that like it's just like there's so many things I don't like, Nina. Like the list, I could go on and on. I feel it's like, yes, I'm a little insecure. One, two, like I need a power couple boo thing, and all like how am I more successful? I'm definitely going to be the breadwinner, which I usually am, but I'd like to meet someone on my wavelength. So that's two. Three, yeah, I was disappointed about what happened, because like I am feeling there could have been someone who just made you feel insecure here. So that could be three. And four, I find when I do talk to people, they're coming in with this like unyielding energy, right? Like this is the Knight of Swords. It's unyielding. It's extremely charismatic and aggressive when it comes in this love option, when it comes in, and how successful and how in love we're going to be and how they want to do shit. And then, oh, somehow there's a setback. Somehow they're doing some weird shit on me, Nina. And it's like, I'm not here for the game. Okay? Don't try to run up that game on me, because I know it. Okay, now there's something here where you're like, I'm calling bullshit when I see bullshit, and that's why I stay single, because I need my peace. And yes, there's a long reason maybe why I'm single here, but yeah, I feel like you got reasons on reasons. Like, come at me, Nina. I'm not coming. I see it, and honestly, I respect you if you want to be single at this point. So let's see what is coming in though when it comes to love here. Oh my God, I could go on a rant with y'all. You guys like, let me rant, Nina, let me rant. Okay. The person coming for you. I just see all the smiley faces. Okay, I see you, babes. I see you. The person I see coming in for you is someone that you're going to find a compromise with or a resolution with. Like, it'll be easy to maybe, I know you're going to say, I don't want to compromise, but I feel like this compromise isn't asking much of you, where it feels really big, because it seems here with this Knight of Cups, it's like you get what you ask for, or what is given you get back with that Nine of Cups energy. So it's giving that. What you put out is what you get back. And so that is what you're going to get in your next relationship. What you put out, someone's mirroring your energy, and you're just going to be like, yes, this is what I want. I don't want someone just saying all these woulda, shoulda, couldas of how we're going to be in love and like kind of mind boggle me. Hell no. So this is more someone who's on your wavelength. It's going to be treating you at a pace. Okay. It could even be at a place where sometimes it gets a little stagnant in conversation, or maybe it did already with this person, where you two maybe took your space, and you may even fight this connection a little bit. I just feel like you're really resistant for some reason about dating. But here with the Strength card, it's saying, you just need your patience. You just need to run the trial and let it run its course, and have some compassion for yourself and for this person. There could be some fights that happen within this. But it seems like you two will always have really good resolutions or understandings of each other, where it doesn't really feel like, it feels like there can be trial periods between you two. And it's going to happen, I think, based off what had happened before. Like, you need someone who's going to be patient with you and like persist through and show you they're going to be there. And so I think that's the kind of person you're getting. But one thing that this person does do for you is give you courage to feel free to move forward in love, which a lot of other people make you feel like you need to shut down and run. Run for the hills. Run for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people you date made you want to run. This person's going to be really patient. You could meet a Leo, or, yeah, I'm getting a Leo, but it could be any sign. Let's get some characteristics of who this person is here, and then we'll move on. Okay, the person that you're going to be dating, one, dresses up really nice. Doesn't matter if it's man or woman, but they are a bachelor or bachelorette, And I feel like this is someone here who does get looked at. This is someone who is attractive here. Okay, Capricorn. This is someone here you may put in the hot seat too, based off their looks. Like you may like grill them a little bit here. But you will start to open up with them over time. You see how it blooms. You will bloom into feeling more comfortable over time with this person. And oh, bachelor and bachelorette, you both will be single. Okay, so you're not dealing with no one who got anything else on the side. All right, y'all both be single looking for a relationship. Okay, they match. I really do feel like this person is going to really, again, do that energy where you put out and you get that back. Okay, so that's what I see for you in this next partnership that you would be entering after you kind of go through this moment. Spend quality time together. Okay, this says listen and talk to one another, talk to each other. That's why I saw that hot seat. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you, Capricorn, and brings happiness to those around you. Okay, and then it says love is all around you here, so acknowledge first that everywhere all the time there is love, and when you acknowledge that truth, it brings someone closer in. Okay, so zodiac signs I'm seeing here: Leo, we've got Capricorn energy, Gemini energy. I see Aries and Aquarius as well, but could be any zodiac sign. All right, moving on to, is it Gemini next? Gemini. I spy my little Gemini. I don't know where I came up with that. That just came out of nowhere. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini gang. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for you. Okay, we're going to get started in a second. I give myself 38 seconds. Oh, you mod on another channel. Okay, that's cool. See you in a bit. Okay, so we are moving on to my Gemini gang. Let's see what is happening for you. Oh, Gemini rising. Hi. Hi, babes. I forget. I don't know how to say your name on the Oh, thanks, Aries, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad that they were accurate for you. So Geminis, I feel the reason why you've been single is because you've been in your head a little bit, feeling very restrictive and almost vulnerable to the point where you felt like you couldn't move on. So it resulted in you having to pull your energy back within love. Like actually, probably you just weren't dating. You are always coming in at the right time. I love it. So it could be here that you were holding back within love because you just didn't like the way it was making you feel. Could have been giving you anxiety or just like this like up and down. Like it was just always very up and down to the point where you're like, leave me alone. I just don't even want it. And I feel here, Gemini, you're moving out of that situation. You've kind of actually let that go and you're ready for love, is what I'm seeing here. Because you've been assessing that I've actually been quite bored I've been quite bored and I'm tired of feeling this indifference or this withdrawn feeling, that now I just feel that I'm more calm at this time and more decisive on what I'm looking for, that I can put myself out there. So I actually see you putting yourself out there moving forward, but you needed to move away from love, or you've been intentionally moving away because you just didn't like the anxiety or the feelings it made you feel. Like the vulnerability you were feeling made you want to close up. So you were like, I should just give my space. So let's see. What are you releasing? What's coming in? What are you releasing? I feel like you've given up caring or putting in your time investing in someone, being generous and caring within the time that you had, because you were giving a lot of it. And I feel it's almost giving, like, whether you're a man or a woman, you were giving like a mothering energy to someone, or yeah, it's like you were making sure someone was always okay and caring for their well-being, when possibly even at to the detriment of neglecting your own. And so it doesn't matter man or female, it's just the energy there is what I'm feeling. With the 9 of Cups being here, it's saying this was a delay. Like you kept hoping that it was going to get better or be something really good. And it just was always a desire that you wanted, and then realized I'm having unrealistic expectations. So I no longer want it. And I feel like you quickly realized you no longer wanted it because it just was never satisfying you. And so I think now you're kind of going through this trial period where you're trying to exert some more patience. Maybe that previous relationship happened too fast. So you want to be moving forward a little bit more cautious. Like, I don't want to move as fast as I did. It made me vulnerable and uncomfortable. And then I realized I don't really want it. Yeah. So let's see the person. Yours is going to be quick. I can tell you are right to the point. So let's see what is coming in for you. Okay. So Gemini, there is something new here coming in, but it's asking you to have patience to allow it to actualize. So this is a person or an intention that you're having within yourself to bring. There is a potential coming in, and it's saying that it's worth the investment, but it may take some time because you have other things going on in your life, possibly work, family, whatever you have going on in your life. There's other things outside of this relationship for you and your partner, where it's like you're gonna have to be able to kind of be. It may be like we're struggling to make it, but I think if the love is strong enough, it will. Here with the Lovers and the 6 of Wands, because you two share a lot of the same values and beliefs, you guys will consistently choose this relationship despite it being maybe difficult or having other responsibilities. Because with the 6 of Wands here, it's like you guys recognize, or there's an acknowledgement that we have a really deep bond here. But there could be some struggle. I ain't gonna lie. With the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands, this could be a relationship where y'all fight hard, but you love hard. Kind of like, Allie and Noah in The Notebook. I kind of want to watch that again. I've been really feeling like I really want to watch it again. I may watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I really want to watch like a romance. I haven't watched one in a while. I've been watching like all the like Golden Globe movies, and I'm like, damn, these are so sad. Like, I'm over it. Like, I watched Hamnet, and that was sad. I was like, that death was really violent. Like, I just was like, ugh. And then I watched this other one about 2 brothers, and that was really interesting. So I've just been watching all these nominated movies, and I'm like, I need a break. I need a rom-com or something. Anyway, side note, my point was, Gemini went on a tangent. My bad. My point being here is that there could be some conflict Okay. Or there could be some issues when it comes to being in a relationship versus being single, because you might like where your life is and you've built such a resilience in you. When, yeah, I feel like this is almost also giving like a resilience in you to the point where you might have some power struggles in, okay, do I choose this relationship or do I choose like stepping into this? So you may have some contention there. But with the Knight of Swords, I feel that there's an energy coming in where there will be conversations about what are we going to do. It could happen, but Ace of Pentacles gives that energy. It's like if you put the time and energy. And I don't know if you will, if you're looking here so single. So, it's up to you. The choice is yours. But I like that the Lovers is here. For a while, though, I really do feel like you'll choose yourself. Okay. I have some tea on the person coming in for you. Thank you, Black Flames, for the follow. I appreciate you, Libra. We are doing Libra in 3 more. 2 more. Well, yeah, it's the 3rd one up. So this person's really attractive. I don't know if they have a really nice body or you just like their body type, man or woman. It doesn't matter. But I would say, Gemini, you like this person's physical attributes a lot, but they're also your friend. Okay. They're kind of like your advisor or someone you go to kind of like spend some time with and just talk to. Like you really enjoy talking to whoever this person is. Could be a friend that is hot. You have a hot friend. All right. Gemini's what I'm getting. But this person loves the fact that you kind of are remaining single because this person wants to kind of win you over. Like they feel like you're a challenge and they want to overcome you here. Okay, Gemini. And is influencing you to open up. Okay, so there's someone here who's influencing you to open up and try dating again or try with them. I'm hearing that song by The Weeknd, Try Me. Oh, yeah, his name's Alex? Ooh, we like the name Alex. As long as it's not the guy from Love is Blind. We don't love that Alex, but hopefully it's another Alex. Yeah. But here with the I feel like they're coming in like you could choose me, like they're coming in as a contestant, like out of no, like what have you ever thought about what about you and me? And you're like, no, stop. And they're like, no, seriously, like what if we just did a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and like playful, flirtatious energy, which we know Geminis love. They love to flirt. But this person here, like, is like putting it into your ear that this would be a good idea, and that you two should just try it and see where it goes. No expectations. Okay, Gemini, you want to have fun. This person wants to spend some quality time with you. Okay, they like you. I don't know. That's the person I see coming in for you. But I hope that resonated into why you're being single right now. And that's what I'm seeing. So could be dealing with, I'm going to read your message. Gemini, like yourself. We also see Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn. All right. And you said, but I'm also seeing my partner and we have a daughter and Alex is just the friend. Okay. Well, like I said, we got options. So I guess you're feeling Alex from what I'm seeing in my cards. But this is a collective read. But I'm glad you resonated with it. Thank you for sharing. I love when people share. Moving on to Pisces. Pisces gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is going to be your reading for my Pisces. I do not answer personal questions. I do not. Okay? I appreciate you bringing them in the chat, but I don't answer them. Thank you, Marmar. All right, moving on to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. Pisces. Why are you still single? Oh, here's the tea. Why is Pisces still single here? The real reason. Venus and Pisces. Oh, really, Danny? You have Venus and Pisces, and so does Marmar. Pisces. I'm going to call you out here. But hey, it's showing up in the cards, okay? It's showing up in the cards. Guys, they're not really like me calling you out. It's just me being real. The real reason here. Honestly, the fantasy is much better than the reality. And I think in the beginning or to the beginning, you get excited, you get happy, you're kind of in this, it all feels so good. And it's like dreams are coming true in these energies with these people. And then something happens where you start to get real bored and real withdrawn and needing your space and feeling bored of it and indifferent. And then comes I'm uninspired. You know that song Uninspired? I think her name is by Deary. Uninspired. And then you become uninspired. And then there's this sudden change in you where you're confused if you're just confused if you should really release it. I just don't feel inspired enough, and I don't think I want it as much as I thought I initially did. And if there is a tie, it's just because you're still horny, or there's a sexual tie, or about a bond where you feel almost like a hopelessness with this person. I mean, the Star card in reverse and the Devil gives hopelessness. Like, I just have lost in the faith of it. And the only thing maybe keeping me is you dictating me down, or vice versa. It don't matter. Not all that's keeping me possibly there. And so, like, I'm just really confused if I really want a commitment now, because I'm just starting to think it's just all in my head. In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Yeah, that's what it's giving. You're just now like this thing here, the devil, the zombie, that I'm just like, Hi, Simone. We are on Pisces. So it's giving here like you're just like, I'm just confused if like this is the option I want. And then you start to wonder if you should just keep exploring. And then you just wonder if you really ever even want to commit to them. And so you end up in this limbo stage. Right? It's kind of giving like someone's passing on. And it's like, but I don't know if I want to go to the other side. Like, that's how I'm seeing it with you, Pisces. It's like, do I want to go to the other side, or do I just want to stay in this realm that I'm in within myself and just the fantasy of you? I think sometimes it really is that the fantasy is much better than what you're actually feeling. So you put yourself in your world of how great it is, but when you're back down to the reality of it, it's giving mid. It's getting average. I think I want to let it go, but damn, I'm like, you're still so sweet and nice. I guess I'll keep you around within my other options that I'm talking to. But then I don't really know, like, I'm just going to have to observe and see if I really want a commitment. Probably not. Then I get kind of sad and defensive because I know it's over, but I didn't really want it to end, but I did because I wasn't really satisfied. So loop de loop, loop de loop. And then you're like, when will I ever find my person? Okay, I hear you. So let's see what you're releasing. Let's see what you need to release here. What do you gotta let go of? All the tea for you. All the tea for you. All right, so Pisces, what I'm seeing here is that you've actually been healing from heartbreak. Like I actually do feel here you've been doing the work to recover from a heartbreaking situation, or you've been trying to. And I think you have been, and you're just looking for something that feels secure. But I feel like this is also emotional security. It seems like something always leaves you wanting to withdraw, but it never feels like stabilizing enough to want to commit to it. And so it's like, I just want something that feels so secure that I know I want a relationship. And it just feels like these people are giving me mid. Hi, Angela. It's nice to see you, babe. So it's like, yeah, it's giving like, I really want someone where I feel like I'm celebrating more than I'm wanting to spend time alone. Like, I just want to feel fucking happy. Like, is it that hard, Nina, just to want to feel like good energy with my person? I just want to be happy and feel the greatness of being in a relationship. And then I'm always damn defensive because it's never what I imagine it to be. It's like I'm defensive always to step into that new relationship because it's almost like I'm not really able sometimes to even see the problem when it's in front of me, right? This is a difficult decision needing to be made and seeing beyond the fog. But sometimes I feel like for you, you say, well, it always feels like I'm in the fog of it. So when does it ever feel clear? But I actually think you are getting very clear and it is coming and you're healing and there's been a fog after the thunder and the rainstorms and blah blah blah. But you are getting to a clearer side. Sunnier days are approaching and you will be able to see, and there is a new relationship coming where you might be defensive at first, but you're going to be open to this new relationship because they're going to be very sweet and intuitive. Could be dealing with a water sign like yourself, or maybe even a Leo here, Pisces. But I feel like this person coming in, it's someone that you want to explore your time and energy with. And every time you spend time with them, it feels like you're exploring something new. I'm hearing the song Door to the Next Door. To the Next Door is by Carolyn Polchak, I think. And it's called Doors. And it's like you're just be going into different realms with them. And so it keeps you excited that you do want to keep feeling their energy. All right. So let's see when and how these things are going to change for you here. For my Pisces, if you are in the chat, let me know your zodiac sign. Even if you're new, you can say hi. I don't bite. Hi, Wham. Nice to see you. Thank you for the follow. What is your zodiac sign? Wham, what is your zodiac sign? Let me know. I feel like this person coming in, it kind of comes in out of nowhere, but you two bond really fast, okay? Could be around July. I don't know. I'm seeing the fireworks here. But this contendant, you just go out on a date with them and you guys just immediately hit it off or you immediately click. And it just feels like this person kind of maybe even surprises you with how much you feel like such a strong relationship or bond with them or connection. You just feel it almost immediately. You may enjoy this person because yeah, Pisces, you end up dating these people that other people don't like, but you see the good in them. You give me that energy with this person. This person's a bitch and got like there's gossip surrounding them or they do, but you kind of love it. Like you kind of love that you're a Taurus. We're doing Taurus 5 down. 5 more away. So you may want to check back. Taurus is a little bit away, but you can also watch your sun, moon, and rising. So yeah, this person may be bitchy, maybe an a-hole. They may have a lot of gossip surrounding them, but you're attracted to them because they're confident. This is someone who's confident. They may have a smart mouth too, and you'll be like, I can't believe you just said that. Like they kind of say some stuff, and you're like, be nice. Yeah, you could be dating one of those kind of people. But Pisces tend to date the I don't know why you guys like these kind of people so much, but you do. You always see the good side in everybody. So it's kind of giving that. But this person's a challenge winner. Like this person makes you feel like they're winning your affections or wanting to win your affections. So also your parents may not like them. I don't know. I'm getting that. Your parents may not like them, but you do. Okay. And that's what matters here. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I do see someone coming in trying to claim you here, and they could be very what's the word? Could be a little cocky, could be a little arrogant at times, but also is like they're really fun to chat with. I don't know. I feel like I don't know, Pisces, you like this person. You like this kind of person. This is the person coming in. You just have fun when you're with them. They make you laugh. Could be dealing with a Leo. Oh, sounds familiar. There's someone that I talk to, and they say he is arrogant and a dark soul, but I don't see that. Okay, well, that's good. Pisces tend to see the best in people. Oh, he's a Virgo. Okay. Are you lying? Do they lie a lot? They act very withdrawn too. You may just be a very withdrawn person and kind of leave situations unexpectedly. Hi, Trinidad. It's nice to see you again. Hello. Hi. Okay, could be dealing with a Taurus. A Capricorn. An Aquarius. A Scorpio. Okay, so those are the signs I am seeing here for you. And now we're moving on to Scorpios. Scorpio, why are you single? Alrighty. Yeah, we were doing so. I was like, who am I doing Scorpio? Do you have any Scorpios in the chat? I did Sagittarius first today, Trinidad. First. My ex was a Virgo. Was such a liar. Oh, I'm sorry. And you're a Taurus, you said? You're a Taurus, right? I think so. I remember I worked with some Virgos once. And they were having a discussion once about cheating. And I never really worked with Virgos before like that I knew of, right? Like I didn't know they were Virgos. And They were like, "Well, I only cheated because they cheated on me first." And I was like, "Damn, that was wild." Like, I've never, because I didn't think Virgos were like that, but hey, like, some I think there's cheaters of all signs. I don't think there's one specific cheater of the zodiac. Oh, Leo rising Capricorn sun. Okay, why did I think you were a Taurus? Weird. Um, but I think there's all zodiac signs that cheat. Like, it'd be crazy to think one sign is just the cheaters. But I think everyone's capable. Leo rising Capricorn sun. I like that combo. You give me boss energy, Simone. Boss. A natural leader, okay, with that energy. Wait, is it Simon or Simone? Just out of curiosity. Simon or Simone? The only Virgo I know is my best friend, and we've been friends for 23 years, and the only person I trust. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say Virgos are very loyal, and you hear Virgos are not loyal. They are a mutable sign, so I just say take it. They're a mutable sign, so I'm sure there's some that aren't, some that aren't. Like, I don't know. Okay, Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpio. I get in the game. I drink coffee, and I think it's doing the reverse effect, which you'd think it would be doing, like it boosting my energy, but I'm feeling like tired. I don't know why. Actually, you were saying they're a liar, not a cheater, right? So let's clarify that. She said that they were a liar, not a cheater. Unless you're saying that they were a cheater too, then you could clarify. But I was like, wait, she didn't say that. She said he was a liar, not a cheater. I'm, as a Virgo myself, I'm a really bad liar. Like, people usually know when I'm lying. So I really don't, I mean, everybody lies, but I'm a pretty bad liar. So I'll say that. I'm a bad liar. So all right, Libra. It is. Oh wait, no, it's Scorpio. Why do I want to move on from Scorpio? I don't know why. All right, sorry, Scorpio. It is your turn. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If we have any Scorpios with any of those placements, let me know. So Scorpio, let's see. Why are you single? Why are you single, Scorpio? Ooh, you had a dream he did? Okay. I also have had dreams about that, and I was not, I turned out later on not to be wrong. So trust your dreams sometimes. Sometimes they are just referencing, but when they keep occurring, I would say trust it. So if you had more than one, I'd say probably, yeah, trust that. Okay. I'm just going to keep it real, Scorpio, here. I feel when it comes to why there was a disconnection or an imbalance in a previous relationship you had where either you or your person valued it more, and it just was a really hard time. Like, it's just like no matter what I did, no matter what I tried, it felt like we were never getting into a good place. Like, it just felt like I could not turn the situation around even if I wanted to. But I think there's a part of you here that just really is is nothing you could have done. And you've had to like come to an understanding or find that resolution within your sadness that like, no matter what I did, it was probably going to end in a failure because I always valued it more than they did. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And that caused maybe a lot of heartbreak for you or a lot of pain for you, because I think there's a part of you that really did want that relationship to work out and you miss it. And it just hurts. So I think there's a part of you still dealing with the disappointment and trying to recover from heartbreak, and that's really why you're single. Because even though I understand it's not going to work out or we're not going to be together, it doesn't mean I'm not hurting or I'm not healing, because I still am healing. So that is why you're single here. This person could have yeah, I just feel like someone tried harder to make it work than the other. I just feel like you missed the way it used to be. And it's just when you think about all the times and the good times, and then you think about what happened, it just hurts. Okay. What do you need to release here? What does Scorpio, my single Scorpios, need to release here? I feel like what needs to be released here is almost like this sense false hope of security and happiness that really wasn't working to be what it could be here with the 7 of Pentacles and the Tower and the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. It's like what needs to be released is a false sense of security and happiness, when in fact, when the effort was needed or they need to show up for you, they failed you multiple times, I feel. And so there's always been this feeling of you maybe even trying to balance it out or give them the benefit of the doubt and talk it out, but it's just like it's almost giving like a wish of disillusionment or wishing for things to be what they just aren't in this or what it was. And so it's like you keep wishing or wondering what it could have been, but the reality of it with that Tower card is that it was released, okay? Or there was a moment where it all just fell down or fell apart. And you may always go back to, well, but it was supposed to be this and we were going to be this together or that. And it's just like, also there needs to be maybe a need of like, if it helped you to talk about it, but to an extent it may be over idolizing something that wasn't as good as you make it to be. So I think it needs to be released in that way. You're very defensive about this, about moving on from it though. So it's like, I can't tell you do something you're not ready to do. You're not ready to really communicate with anyone else at this time, I feel. This could have been something that recently happened and you're just still healing, and still kind of wishing that it worked out or wishing it does work out here. I kind of don't really want to pull on what's coming in if you're not really in that place, because I don't think you are, but we can talk about what's going on in this situation. Yeah, again, dreaming of a relationship, daydreaming of it, but with Destiny here came out in reverse. It's like it's not working out, and then you saw that Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're dreaming of it or fantasizing it, but it's not turning out in the ways you appeared it to be here. And it just feels like maybe this person just didn't choose it. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, one person values this more than the other. What's going to come in here? What is going to come? What is next for Scorpio in this process? What is next for Scorpio? One, two, three. So I feel like right now, you're maybe needing to hold back and just move forward in a direction that's right for you. Some of you may be going on a trip or traveling soon, or making a decision that I just need to kind of keep to myself at this time and just keep moving. But again, it's just not a time maybe to date, just due to the lack of delays and disappointments within this, that it's at maybe when it comes to love, there's a setback here for you. And I feel like maybe you're not realizing it. And yeah, it's just like an inability to really make a decision or take responsibility to move forward. And sometimes when we're not ready, we're just healing. And that's like totally fine if that's where you are. And you don't need to push to get through that other side when you just don't feel it right now. Right. And so, I just keep sensing here that there's just a feeling of a delay at this time, or just you're not feeling ready at this moment. But there will come a time where someone's going to give back to you, because whenever you give love freely, it comes back. It never just goes unnoticed by God or spirit or whatever you want to call it. So you will find it again, and it's just not right now because you're feeling delayed, or you're just feeling like you're just not feeling ready yet, is what I'm getting. So we're not going to push the reading where it's not. That's not what I do. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope your healing journey is one that you find to be enjoyable as you're just learning yourself, because I think that's a part of it, and what you really do need in love, because you are much deserving of a love that values it and cares for it as much as you value and care for the love. Okay. So we're seeing here, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Get to know yourself or someone else and learn to meet another's need for love. Hi, F6. How are you? You're Pisces, right? Appreciate this moment, Scorpio. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Okay. And that's what this time is doing, healing and finding what love looks like for you. Okay. You are limitless. And so it says you can do anything you choose, Scorpio. So if you decide I'm going to put myself out there and I'm tired of being in this energy, then you can also choose that. Things change when you decide to, but I feel like you don't want to push for that right now. So signs you could be dealing with, I'm going to look at your message in a second. Libra, Sagittarius, Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Okay. So that is what I'm seeing for you. Keep in mind, it could be any zodiac sign. So, anyway, guys, just like the zodiac sign, so I give it. All right, moving on to... Oh, thank you, F6. That was so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. I saw it before you retracted it. All right, Libra gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do we have any Libras in the house? All right, Libra, it is your turn. Hi, Brandon. You're a Libra. Perfect timing. Are you single? Because this is a why are you still single reading. I think you're a Leo. I get that a lot. I also get Pisces a lot too. Okay, well, this is a why are you single reading. So if you're not, I don't think you're going to resonate, babe. All right. Libra. This is a singles reading. That was funny. Pisces was at 45 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for the follow. All right, Libra, why are you single? Let's see here. The real reason why you are single, Libras. Aries. Okay, be patient with me, Jennifer. Aries is going last, so just be a little patient here. Libra. Libra, I feel like the reason why is okay, this is not going to be for everyone, but the reason why you are single is because you were in a commitment for maybe a while and you maybe recently just got out of. Hi, Roy. We already did Taurus. It was, oh no, we haven't done Taurus. I'm sorry. Why did I think I did Taurus? I haven't done Taurus. It's 3 away, 2 away. We're doing three because we're on Libra and then we'll do Cancer and Virgo. So just be patient here. But Libra, this could possibly be because you were in a commitment or you were committed to someone or something in your life. And or even for some of you, you're like, I've been single, Nina. It could be that you've been identifying with a certain group or a certain you've been conforming to a certain belief system or within a dynamic, and because you've been conforming to dynamics, you haven't really gotten what you wanted out of them, and so you have been changing here with the Magician, and you've been actively aware that you've needed to change the situation you've been in for quite some time, but the situations you've been in with the groups of people you've been tied to, that's what's been restricting you. For some, like I said, it could just be you've been already in a relationship for quite some time and you just got out of it. For others, it's the group identifier you've been dealing with, family, friends, the life that you've been in, that pot you're meant to grow out of, and you've been stuck in that pot for a while. Not your French toast. Hold the phone. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, time is changing and you are stepping into a new energy where you are just in your folly, just living your life, having fun, Libra, smelling the fresh air wherever you're going. You may be moving or traveling and you may be meeting somebody and you feel really secure in yourself. I feel like this is security within yourself and just having a good time and being in good energy. That, hi, JD. Taurus. Wow, we got a lot of Tauruses in the chat. Thank you for the follow. It's about 2 away, so just hang tight. Or you can come back in about 15 minutes, probably, I would say. But here with the Ace of Cups, this is someone you don't see coming. You don't see this, and there's love coming in for you, but you don't see it coming. You're like, ooh, where is this? But someone is coming in who finds you very attractive, Libra. Very, very attractive. So there could be some new love on the horizon that you don't even see it coming, but it hits you by surprise, and someone sees you and finds you very, very alluring and is like, Libra, come here. Come here now. Come here. Like, I want to talk to you. Let me talk to you, Libra. So you may not see this coming because you've maybe just gotten out of a situation and you're just walking into the next phase and then boom. But I feel like you might be single for no longer. Hi, Lainey. Nice to see you, babe. How are you? I missed you. Ooh, what do you have to tell me? You got a boo thing? Lainey, you got a boo thing? What do you got to tell me? Did you get the look of the Irish? What happened? Oh my God, congratulations. You're pregos. Oh, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Do you know, do you already know if it's a boy or girl? I don't know when it is. Hi, Lady 14. This is my rainbow baby. What's a rainbow baby? Oh, your rainbow baby means you won't find out until after? Is that what it means? You're purposefully not knowing? Okay. Is that what it means? Yeah? Okay, got it. That's so cute. I love that. Congratulations. All right. So let's see here. Congratulations, Lainey. I'm so happy for you. Let's see here what you need to release or heal in this moment. I'm doing great. Today's St. Patty's Day. It's been good. Decent weather. Can't complain. Oh, a rainbow baby is after a loss. Oh, okay. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that you lost as well, but I'm really glad that you're expecting. That's so exciting. I didn't know that's what rainbow baby meant. I'm sorry. I just saw that comment too, so my bad. All right. So, what I'm seeing here, Libra, what you need to let go of is looking for your happiness outside of yourself externally, because that's not where it is. It's not that the external will show you that you're finally happy. It's you being happy with who you are, where you are. Oh, we have some people on YouTube saying congrats to you as well, Lainey. I don't know if you can see it because you're on TikTok, but we do have some people congratulating you in the chat on the other side. So very happy for you. Yes, you just got here in time. She says thank you. She says thank you. I can't wait to hear the gender reveal. I'm so excited for you. That's so exciting. Okay, so yeah, it is Libra about if you are single here, it's about you looking for externally the recognition that you're ready. It's you just feeling good within yourself. And so that with the Tower card it being in reverse, it's almost like this is the reason why things haven't changed for you is because it's been an external validation and has left you in between if you even really want to go like where you are. It's left you in between. But I honestly see a lot of emotional growth and a lot of spiritual growth with the Page of Cups being here. This can talk about opportunities to receive new conversations and new forms of love that helps you emotionally grow. Can also sometimes be new emotional depths and new emotional growth within you, and intuitively you being aware where you are guarded is maybe due to those reasons, and needing to be more loving to yourself instead of waiting for that love to be given to you. And with that, it's better because you're giving and receiving what you're putting into yourself versus you seeing it out there as a version of what you need, right? So, oh yeah, enjoy your St. Patty's Day and enjoy your night off. Thank you, Lainey. So yeah, I see you being a little bit defensive even about giving to others at this time when you're really just wanting to give to yourself. But love is kind of free here, so it damn, that wind is howling. Okay. But I do see here like a guardedness of wanting to give, because you're still kind of like going through this process of learning how to heal within yourself. But I think that will come in time where you will naturally want to give because it'll feel effortless, okay, Libra? But that could be something you're recognizing here. So let's see when and how things are changing for you as well. I think you're just gonna be feeling like you start with that Page of Cups when you're healing, and then you turn into this King of Cups. Hi Libra. Hi Carly. This is the Why Am I Single one, so I don't know if you'll resonate with this reading because you coupled up. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're repping for the Libras. But here with the King of Cups being here, this is someone who's patient, highly intuitive, and compassionate, and able to diffuse any energies. And we see the Sun card here again, but this is within your own autonomy that you are the Sun card. So you'll see an evolution within yourself of growth where that vitality, that energy is within you, and you are kind of being that giver and chooser, that diplomat energy, the one who decides when they want to give. And so there is still that part of you wanting to be protective. I don't want to say you're defensive. I want to say you're protective because yeah, not everyone's deserving of that energy when it's like, right? Like there's a part of us where we do need to protect it. And so you'll be recognizing when you need to keep that peace and keep that tension here. But there's going to be somebody new coming in that you're going to want to talk to, and maybe even fearing a little bit because you've grown so much within yourself that when it comes to giving, you're a little bit wobbly. But I do see you talking to someone here and being a little bit in your head. But let me get more about who this person is coming in. Okay, this may be someone you meet while you're out at an event, like someone's hosting an event or a group situation, and you may meet this person while you're out with your friends, and this person sees you and wants to take care of you, okay? And it feels like this person really wants to win you over and wants you to take a chance on them, but you may be in your head of like it just being a chase or a challenge. But it says here this person's here for the right reason. So yeah, it may start off where you get worried because or fearful because it feels like you're just chasing after me or wanting something after me. But over time, Libra, you will see that this person's here for the right reason. So let time be your friend and not be so in your head, because that's really what's going to block this is you being in your head. Okay. Let's do the whispers of love, and we are going to move. But I see someone seeing you across a room and coming up while you're out with your friends or you're out in social engagement. Someone's coming up to you, Libra. That's what I see. Choose love, Libra. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. And then we have physical touch. A tender touch means so much. Okay. You're like, I like some physical touch. A lot of Libras are very touchy. Forgiveness, Libra. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. All right. So that's for someone out there. And that being said, we are moving on. Signs you could be dealing with. We see Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, strong Aries energy here. Sorry, guys. I have to fix the cards. Sound? Can you hear me? Hi, Ash. Well, I mean, I hope they do, but you want somebody who wants you first. Bellissima. Okay. Cancer gang. No, I wasn't talking because I was fixing my cards because they were bothering me. So I was like, wait a moment for making sure that it's fixed. Okay. All right. Moving on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome, Aries. Hi, Apollo. Apollo, wanna come say hi? Oh, 2 days in a row. Star of my show. Light of my life. I gave him a bath last night, so he was happy. Say hi. You are on screen. Say hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses. You're so sweet. So sweet. So sweet. Apollo Vincenzo, mama. I talked to him. Apollo, mamma mia. He's feeling good. He literally cried last night, and then I took him on a car ride. No, I gave him a bath. I took him on a car ride, and he was like super happy, and then was totally fine. It was so weird. I was like, all right, why are you crying? I thought it was because he ate something, but it turned out no. Turned out everything was great, and he just wanted attention. I want attention. All right, Cancer. He's a Morky. He's a Morky. All right, so let's see. Why are you single here? Single Cancers, why are you single? Dang, this one might be a little... Hi, Mila. This one might be a little specific here. Can you pick up the... Can you pick this up? No? Okay. Just thought I'd ask. All right. Yours is a little specific. It may not be for everyone, but this is what I'm feeling. Honestly, you look for quick success. When you want a relationship, you are looking for someone you can be successful with, and you want things to kind of move. It tends to happen fast. You know, when you really want someone, you want to see results fast. And there always seems to be this feeling of positivity to the point, and like, but then people always are like sweeping you off your feet and making it feels like, I ain't gonna lie here, Cancer. It feels like, you know, some people have really love bombed you straight up. Like, you know, you kind of almost now look for that within relationships. Like you look for quick results with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands is quick results. Someone's coming in very passionate and heavy, saying that they want to be successful with you. And then over time, it's like you're waiting and you're waiting for things to work out to the point where it's like you're not really making it. Like they say they want all these things with you, and then, you know, you keep waiting and being patient for things to work out, Cancer. And then what ends up happening is they end up you putting in all this effort just to be known as a friend or someone that just you're enjoying your company with. And so they never actually make it official with you. And then this always ends up into fights about where are we going here with the Eight of Wands. Because it's always this energy of like, oh yeah, we're going to get there. And like immediately they're like, yeah, I want this, I want that. And it's passion and it's great and it's amazing. And then over time, it's like, but why are we still friends though? And then there's arguments about this. That, you know, we're just like friends and we just enjoy each other's company. So this is giving no title. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Yeah, and that brings up a lot of fear for you because it's like a waste of fucking time. And this person, like, it says that they see something with you, they see something, then why aren't we a thing? Why aren't things changing then? Yeah, good point, Cancer. I don't know, like, good point. And you actually stay pretty patient, and that actually may be to your detriment. So what do you need to release here? What does Cancer, my single Cancers need to release here? You need to release players out of your life, people who are very seducing. You need to look for people who are more meaningful. Because like what I'm seeing here, this is in and out energy. These are inconsistent a-holes. I don't care if they're man or women. They're inconsistent and they come in and out. And they're charming and they're seducing. And they can be very emotionally manipulative and passionate. But it's not deep. It's not real enough. And so with the Two of Cups being here, it's like you need to look for someone where there's an actual bond, okay? There's an actual bond. It's not just... What do we mean when we're talking about this Two of Cups here? Like, what are we looking for? The conversation, it seems like this is a lot of physical energy, but there needs to be real conversations of what do you value out of a relationship? What matters to you out of a relationship? It seems like it's very surface level relationships, but it's like, are you asking questions of what you want out of someone you'd like to marry or someone you would like to be in a serious relationship with? Like, there needs to be some serious conversations, because if you did, you would have known like some of these people were players. Like, yeah, there needs to be more questions asked when you're feeling when you're feeling a bond or you're feeling a really heavy connection, instead of staying quiet and waiting and putting in effort and never actually having the conversations needed to get you to realize these things, it's like there's something wrong within the way you're communicating, because it's like these conversations never happened. I'm hearing we never had the conversation. But I thought, based off the way that we were moving, there's a lot of physical energy here and a lot of wands, which means there's a lot of action being taken, that it would seem as if we're in a relationship because of the actions being placed. This is what a girlfriend or boyfriend would do for someone, right? But there's no real conversation because you didn't have any sword action in the beginning. You're seeing action and effort, which is great, but there's no conversation, which is missing. So there needs to be some new ideas and new thoughts about what a relationship looks like, and the conversations need to be had at what point. Because it seems like I'm hearing there's a step missing. So let's see what's coming in for you. And this is not judgment. This is just me saying the real tea. Like, this is why. I got a Cancer moon saying I agree. So, hey. You're moving out of any situations where they are making you feel anxiety of being alone or being left out or coming in and coming out of your life. Like those situations are ending for you. You don't want them anymore. They don't bring you happiness. They don't bring you fulfillment. And I think you're moving out of any energy that makes you feel like, why am I alone? Why am I feeling abandoned all the time or feeling insecure, unwanted? Like, that's not how I should be feeling in these connections. I agree. You're going to be putting a lot of time and energy and focusing on yourself and where you're going versus where they're going. I feel like you're over it. I don't care where you're going. You're not going my way, so I don't need it. Yeah, you're letting them go, Hangman. You're letting somebody go out of your life, letting things go that once really bothered you. It's like, I'm so tired of it. It's so boring. I'm so over them. And now you're ready to explore new options. If you're going on a trip or going out, you may have a lot of fun just being free and exploring what's out there. But right now, you may not feel like it's the right time to date because I'm not going to lie, I think you're disappointed and you're looking to build trust, but I can't build trust when I'm still a little bit hurt here. And so I just feel like I need to heal. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing for you. I kind of want to end it there. I told you this already. I don't want to push on readings where there's healing. So like Scorpios was like that. I see Cancers is like this. When I'm seeing that, I don't really want to go into, well, what's next? It's like, I mean, you're healing. That's what's next. So the next part we'll do for the next time. Okay. But, that is what I'm seeing here for you. Do you have anything to say to Cancer, Apollo? You love Cancers? You love Cancers. Cancers are your favorite zodiac sign. Right, Apollo? Cancer's your favorite? Cancers are your favorite, Apollo? You like, no, he feeds you tweets, right? He feeds you tweets? Him? Every time he hears tweets, his little ears perk up. Tweets? Tweets? I feel like now I need to give him one. Hold on. I can't keep saying treats and then not give him one, right? Like, that's mean. Hold on. All right, tweets. Tweets with Apollo. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso. Where's Tweets? He's such a good boy, Apollo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's a Tweet. Yum, yum, yum. Good boy. All right. Sorry. Okay, signs you could be dealing with here. Let's see. Pisces, damn. So I'm seeing there. All right. Yeah. A lot of wands, lots of wands. I feel like you're just feeling very protective of yourself at this time. And that's completely fine if that's where you're at. Leo, Sagittarius. All right, and that's all I'm seeing. All right, next we are moving on to Virgo. Again, guys, if it's showing like a feeling of I'm not really ready for what's next, I'm not going to talk about what's changed, like what's coming in if you're at a healing point. All right. So that being said, we are going to move on to Virgo, then Taurus, then Aquarius, then Leo. But I want tweet. Paw. Where's Paw? Paw. Paw. Yeah. Oh, Virgo. No more for Paolo. Paolo, all done. That's enough. All right, Virgos, let's see. Why are you single? Why are my Virgos single? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, thank you. Virgo, why are you single? Okay. So, Virgo, the reasons why I'm seeing you're still single is because you've had some offers here from people who were really exciting or very passionate about you. And then it seems like it quickly just changes and you just feel like, okay, I'm going to move on from this. So, you've had a lot of like exciting interactions possibly in love, or people who've been excited about you or interested in you, and it feels good, and then something kind of shifts here where you feel like you move away from it and you don't see it kind of moving forward. So then you kind of get into this energy where you just start to ground yourself. Maybe you like spending time at home and just supporting yourself, and it kind of gets into that point where it's just like, I get excited about some new potential offers, but then they never last, and then they quickly just kind of leave, and I just continue doing me and just kind of staying at home or staying to myself. Is kind of giving homebody energy a little bit. And I've like been really working on building a life that I'm sensing for myself. So you've been kind of independent here, just kind of waiting to conceive this kind of life that you've been waiting for. So you've been sensing that things have been changing, and you've gotten some offers here, but they don't last. And so then it feels like it's almost too hard to make it work at some point, and it never feels long lasting. So then you're always kind of hopping off of it onto the next thing. So this is you like, it's not what I wanted, I'm moving on. So, and then it's the next thing. So you just haven't really found anything worth it, or something that was long lasting here. At the bottom of the deck, we see a 4 of Cups and a 9 of Cups. Like, it never emotionally satisfies you in the ways that you wish the relationship would be. And in fact, you could have possibly dealt with some people who were just lying just to, maybe sleep with you or something like that. So it's just giving like an energy of like it never stays, it never sticks, it never lasts. And so I kind of like balance my own energy and get back to my basics, get back to me. And I retreat, and then maybe again I'll go back to love. But these are just relationships where it just never there's a rift. There's always a disconnect at some point. And so you're just kind of been waiting, I feel. So let's see what's changing here. I gotta pull these up one sec. All right, so let's see what's changing for you, Virgo. What is changing for my Virgos? You may just be inviting more fun in your romantic life, or there may be someone who's very romantic coming in here with the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's quite seducing and very romantic with you. Can be prone to, a fantasy kind of romance, but it does seem here with the World card that you two may get involved with one another. So there could be somebody coming in here where, yes, they may be feeling like a player, but this is saying, well, things are changing for you, where this is something that you just need to have some faith here, that it's actually something you can trust and build on that it could last. Like there will be a feeling here that this is just fun and exciting. Maybe let your hair down a little bit here. There's something quick. It's something that starts very quickly between you two, but it's also something that you won't be really able to let go of. So, yeah, this is something here where this is someone coming in where it can grow, but things might take off really quickly with you and someone here. Because it's an equal give and take within the relationship. There's something here with the Justice card being here where there will be an equal give and take. And there will also be independence within your own autonomy will be included, where it doesn't feel like how do I say this? Like there will be like a cause and effect, like of this energy of like not being able to let it go, but also taking responsibility for yourself. So there may be a difference of goals or what you both want, though. So, you may hold back a little bit up front. Yeah, but with the Ace of Wands, it keeps saying there's somebody new coming in. I feel like you're going to be afraid of stepping into it with this person. With the Ace of Wands and the Moon card, but it's like destiny might be playing a part here with the Wheel of Fortune and saying it's your time. So I don't know. It keeps saying, well, this person's coming in. Very exciting, very new. Page of Wands again. But might kind of like sweep you off your feet here, but is saying that they want to integrate with you or come together with you. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of giving like no longer single. Okay. I don't know what else to say. Like no longer single. And so it may get disorganized or confusing because things may be fast for you. But it's saying like have trust instead of fear. So it's like it could go either way, but if you're aligning with fear or are you aligning with trust? Okay, so it's saying kind of have trust here. There is something here where you two feel very comfortable with one another, may enjoy going out with one another. It feels like you both care for one another. Let's see what you need to release. I feel like, Virgo, you need to release something here in order to accept this person or this relationship. So let's see here what you need to release. Fear. Fear about the future. And that's what you just need to enjoy it, with the Fool card being here in the Knight of Wands. Like, let your hair down, Virgo, and live in the moment instead of where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Because that could be a reason why your fires have always set out. Because you keep saying here like, oh, well, I start with someone and it goes great. And then it just like the flame dies. And it's like, well, maybe it's due to your overthinking and your fears that leads to these issues. But you're always like looking at it as the visionary, as the King of Wands, like always fearing what's to come. And there's a responsibility in you acting that way. It's actually like when it comes to putting in the effort to make it work, you tend to let go. And be like, I don't really want to, you get bored. Some of my Virgos get bored and give up too easily. And it's like, I don't want to be vulnerable. Or, I don't see this going there. But it's saying, what you may learn to explore here is that there's someone here you won't want it to end with. She said, yes, we do. Yeah. This person coming in may quickly let go of things. And that may help you when you're really stuck on things. They're like, yo, let it go, let it go. And maybe having somebody like that in your life, not a fearmonger, almost like a release stressor, may help you get more focused here, because you may get really overthink, and this person will be like, listen, babe, you're overthinking it, relax. And that may just help you calm down to know like that this person still is showing up even when you're disorganized or chaotic here. It's kind of giving that. I keep seeing like there's just this new offer here coming in, and you're a little defensive to trust. So how will Virgo move out of this? I'm telling you, like, this is someone here who's very trusting with the Hierophant. Could be dealing with a Taurus. This is someone here who just believes in the relationship or wants a higher level of commitment with you, and is just very steady. Like, they're a steady partner for you. This is someone here that it's going to take a while for you to trust, but it is built to last, or it could be built on trust, because this person is helpful to you or reliable to you, helps you see you exploring maybe your own insecurities. Okay, so this person may see, like, may help you see where you need to change. And maybe that's why this person is here to help you in a way. I feel like this is the person that you've been asking for, because you will no longer be bored. Your energy will be freed up. You will no longer be bored within this connection, okay? With the Four of Cups being here, it's like that call, and then Empress, it's like you're sensing that there's new life here, and you're getting out of that energy. So that energy that we were talking about up front, it's just like a new time. And this person, you're just going to feel like you can trust them, and that they're someone you can trust, and helps you explore maybe getting out of that energy. It's just maybe it'll feel like a natural shift out. Like the way that you used to feel, you just don't feel it in this connection or this one coming for you, okay? Let's get some qualities or aspects of this situation coming in. This is someone helping you open up. And at first they may piss you off. You may not like this person at first because they tell you things you don't like to hear, and may make you angry because they want you to open up, but that doesn't mean you're going to like what you hear, Virgo. And the person may say things and you may not like it, but this person helps you get out of it because they're just like, you need to relax. Like, I feel like this person's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay, Virgo? And so this person gets you out of your head because you see there's a contestant here and it says in your head and it says edit. So this person helps you get out of your head and trust more. So that this person's like almost like willing to kind of be that stable rock in your life, to be like, Virgo, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it that way. Relax. Like this person's going to help you get out of your own way, I feel. Yeah, the hot seat and the bachelor. So this is someone here who is attractive, and maybe you two have a banter between you two, but it says hot seat. So this person may put you in the hot seat and may like put you in your place, but it's saying here it's for the right reasons. So I feel like this person here is going to help you open up and kind of see the ways where you maybe have been blocking your own success, whether it's within love or life. I think this person may even be just a friend, or like I do see romance here because of that Knight of Cups. But also they could just end up being just much more than what you think. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna help you get out of your way, whatever that means. It is, again, here for the right reasons. Okay. Signs you could be dealing with a Libra, a Taurus, a Scorpio, Pisces. Wow, the wind is crazy tonight. Pisces, Libra. I keep getting Pisces, Libra here. Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces. Strong Pisces energy here, Virgo. Okay, and then I also see Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, Capricorn, and Aries. All right. So that being said, we're going to move on to Taurus. Do we have any Tauruses? Taurus gang. She said not Scorpio. I gave you guys like a couple zodiac signs there. So I know we didn't hear. You attract a Libra all the time. Me too, man. Libras, I don't know why I get so many Libras. And like, even if I don't realize they have Libra in their chart at first, because it's not their sun sign, they always end up having like a strong Libra placement. And I'm like, what is it? I'm the same way. They're so freaking hard-headed. Angela, my Taurus. Hi, Taurus gang. We're going to see, why are you single, Taurus gang? All right, Tauruses, let's see. Why are you single? Okay. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, but I'm going to tell you. All right, Taurus. So you have been, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but you've been very manipulated by emotionally insincere people who've possibly been unfaithful to you, and you didn't want to linger on the side of being fearing the worst, even though you eventually would find out these situations happened, and maybe you've even forgiven them or they came up over time. I feel like you found out. Okay, you found out. But yeah, I feel like you've definitely been manipulated by someone here who was just unfaithful and probably like just can't handle real intimacy. And to be honest, the other part is that you were codependent on them, whether even, and I'm going to get into this, so I'm going to leave this to the side, but one, you were a little bit codependent on them here, and you were very, very attracted to whoever this person was. They have a very confident energy that feels sincere and can draw people in even when they're not sincere. And that's the crazy part, is that they're so fake that it's now a personality trait, even though they're not sincere at all. So it's like they almost believe their own lie. It's like that bad that they believe in their own lie. Okay, Taurus. That being said, here with the Six of Pentacles being here, you were still willing to give to this person and still very giving. When Tauruses love or decide, they really give a lot of energy and patience and time to it. And the problem was this person would go like silent on you a lot, or there'd be a lot of things left up in the air. And there was always this wanting or desiring or dreaming of more. And the more that time progressed on, the more defensive you became, and the wall started being built, because what you were dreaming of, or this manipulative energy coming in, would always make you feel like it was going to happen, but never actually showed up when it mattered, I feel. And that's where that codependency is. It feels like you got abandoned a lot by this person. This gives a person who says they're going to be there, says all these things, or makes you feel like they're going to show, and they don't. And so you're always sensing for this moment where we are going to be together. We're going to have this life together. We're going to come together. And that's that dream that they're making you believe in. And then always leaving you feeling anxious and abandoned and left. And it's a really shitty feeling. It's really shitty of this person. I really don't like this energy because it makes you feel unwanted. And it's just, I just don't think you're the only person they do this to. So, yeah, that's why you're single, because you've been dealing with someone. This is a person. This is not like, this is someone you've been dealing with. Hi, Aries. Deb is not here. Deb is not here. She's missed, but she's not here. So let's see here what you need to heal or release. Probably this person, but I don't answer personal questions. LOL was an automatic thing. I totally get that. Yeah, I was like, wow, she's not here. But she's missed. She's missed. But that being said, with the Nine of Swords being here, you need to get out of your head, wondering, waiting, hoping, wishing, wondering what's really going on, when the distance is all you need. The silence, the distance, the anxious feeling that you feel in your chest or within your gut, that's all you need to know. That's not your person. Your person would never treat you like this. The right one doesn't do these kind of things. And I feel here it's saying, there's an authority within yourself where you need to regulate yourself and take some responsibility for why you feel this. I feel anxiety. Like this brought you anxiety. Like these are very much unwanted thoughts and feelings. And so there's a responsibility to taking, yes, they're the ones who did it. But the other side of that, and that's this justice card, is you allow it. And so with the 8 of Pentacles being here in the Devil card, it's like why are you working on something that is leaving you feeling hopeless and just feeling like this negative bond to them? Like, this is not a good energy. This is just ignorance is bliss. And then even the bliss is never even as good as their temptations. Like, it ain't that good. Like, they're attractive and they're alluring, they're magnetic and manipulative. I get it. But it's not good. It's not a good feeling. And so there's this inner awareness here of where am I investing my time and energy? Like, are we really watching a bunch of tarot readings on someone who treated us like this? Nah, no, we are not. No, we are not. No, we are not. And so here with the Queen of Cups, this is you giving yourself like an emotional, I feel like this is you being highly aware and you to your emotions and needing to give love to yourself. You know, this is you being fair with yourself and being warm to yourself. Like, love yourself here. This is what it's saying. I love myself and I need to put this time and energy to loving me. And I feel like this needs to be a block. Like, this needs to be a straight up block with this individual. Hi, what sign are we on? We're on Taurus. We're on Taurus here. So that's what you're releasing. You're releasing them being responsible for why this is like, you know, and I think there's that duality coming in where it's like, again, yes, they did that, but yes, I don't think you allowed it. What I want to say is that there was that quietness with that 4 of Swords where you became really defensive and never vocal. Maybe there was even you not really vocalizing how you felt, but you did feel all those things, right? So like did feel anxious, did feel like hung up on it a little bit, and did get upset, of course, but didn't really ever vocalize the emotional feelings that you felt and what they did to you. You never wanted to give them that, it feels like here. So there's like this inner awareness of where am I investing my time and energy? And you just need more nurturing. You need someone who's way more gentle with you and cares more enough to check in on you and love you and call you and be there for you. And you do deserve that. Because you are the Empress, all right? You are the Empress, and you are deserving of that life, that love, that just feels all giving and all is all mine, you know, not left out in the cold and defensive over it. You deserve that, you know, that relationship, that long-term committed partner that you can trust and believe in and just believes in what you believe in, doesn't leave you out to dry. You don't deserve that. Okay, so let's see what's coming in for you. So that's what you're releasing. What's coming in for you? Okay, I honestly see here with the 7 of Swords being here that you are regaining your energy back from deceptive behaviors from a person. And there may be a time of just feeling bored or withdrawn. You possibly may block this person. I told you I feel like someone's getting a block. I feel like you're going to be ignoring them, feeling very indifferent, very withdrawn for a little bit. But it's honestly, there is something calling on you from spirit. And I think it's asking for you to change your energy and a conscious awareness that something needs to change. And this is you actually moving towards change by making a decisive decision and action. You are moving into a different timeline, is what I feel. You are moving out of this energy. Like, for instance, like if you keep listening about like, is this person going to contact me? Like, stop listening to no contact readings. Stop looking on whatever their zodiac sign is for energy to wonder what's going on. When you focus on you, that's when your energy starts to change. When you give someone too much energy, then you get stuck in this cycle. And it's just like this bond to shoulda, woulda, couldas. And it's like, I think you're going to move out of that and you're going to start changing, and you're on a new timeline where you're like, I'm out of this. Just like, I want more for myself. I'm tired of being bored. I'm tired of wondering and waiting. And instead, you're working on yourself. Okay. And you're being loving and kind to yourself here. You may be focusing really heavily on work and making more money. Okay. You could be having a lot of success within your work. You could be getting promotions or raises, getting a new job. You could be meeting somebody at work, spending more times with colleagues and friends, maybe even going out for a drink or two with some coworkers. And that's changing your energy because of the people you're surrounding yourself with, building like a group of people that you can work with and get yourself out of your comfort zone little by little. And I see here that you're seeing a different life for yourself, and you're going to be moving in a different direction, and you're envisioning a life built on your own success than the success built with somebody for a little bit. But you could also be meeting two people here. There could be two, like there's two men here and there's two men here. So you could be meeting two different offers. One could be somebody from a work situation or someone within a group situation. And you could also be meeting someone you meet while traveling. There could be something about traveling here where you meet someone. So I would say keep your options open here and just start working on yourself. And as you're working on yourself little by little, you start to meet somebody anyways. So that is kind of what I'm seeing here. Let me get some details on the person you could be meeting here. No, my cards. Okay, so Taurus, what I'm seeing here is you are meeting somebody who's actually a caregiver. Maybe they work for something. I feel like they're blue collar. Whatever they do something in service to others, Taurus. So they're a caregiver. They have a big open heart. They're very loving, very kind. Could be very gentle too. And you meet this person in the moment. I keep seeing destination. So this could be travel or unexpected meet that you meet this person, and it's very in the moment, maybe while you're on a trip. And this person's very optimistic, very funny, very kind, just a happy-go-lucky energy. And this is someone who could be a single parent as well and is not looking to really date when you meet them. So this could almost give like, oh, I wasn't really looking to date, but I really like your energy. So I don't know if this person's like on dating apps or no, I don't think so. I think this person's like, if it comes my way, it comes my way. That's the kind of energy they're giving me. But yeah, could meet this person on vacation. Okay, signs you could be dealing with. I'm seeing Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. D, where did that come from? Rough one. What? You crazy. I'm also seeing Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries. When someone's feathers need to be ruffled up. Okay. And who would that be? All right. You're funny. Moving on to Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Aqua gang, it's your turn. Aqua, Leo, then Aries. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Oh, you moved from YouTube to TikTok. Okay, I see you there. Hi, Harriet. Nice to see you. Aqua, rising in Venus. Cards be gentle. Yeah, I gave it to Taurus, but I feel like I gotta read it how I see it. Oh, we got a lot of Aquariuses here. Aqua rising and Venus, Aqua rising. Do we have any Aquarius suns? Oh, sun and rising. Okay, music, M4, Aqua Venus. All right, we got a lot of Aqua Venuses. Damn. Cool. Cindy's like, I'm waiting for Leo. I love it. Oh, Shani, Aqua Sun. Okay. Oh, Camille, Aqua Gang. Oh, we got a lot of Aquariuses in the chat. Hello. Okay, so let's see. Why is Aquarius single? I'm looking at all y'all in the chat, okay? Why is Aquarius single here? Why is Aquarius single? I feel like it's a really awkward silence, guys. Like, ooh, this one was long. This one was long because I was like, where are we going with it? And then it kept going and I was like, oh, I'm seeing a whole story here. Okay, so this one wanted to be long. I'm going to do this because there's so many cards out. I'm going to do it and then I'm going to put all the cards back, but I'll tell you the zodiac signs in the moment. Okay, so Aquarius, the reason why why you are is you always explore looking for someone that you identify with or you feel like you two get along well, and you just like exploring your options to see who you share a bond with, who you observe and see like what you're willing to learn within the connection and see if it's steady enough to grow into something. And then there's this inner realization, like they're just like there's this inner realization, like they're giving to you this idea of the kind of life they want with you, and they're expressing this abundant life, and you're trying to have faith in this beginning of what you're starting with someone. You always try in the beginning, and actually the suitors you get are very giving to you. Like I would say, like with the Six of Pentacles in reversed, they're always giving to you over time and like, but then, and they're giving a lot of romance and they're very seducing and charming, and they're always giving you like this really nice, like dreamy, like energy. Like it feels really good. It really, really does. Like you're always meeting people who are kind of creating these fantasies and you're just like going with the flow of it. And I feel like you meet really bold partners too, who always like to take the lead. Like you're always meeting bold people who are super attracted and want to offer you love. So you're like, yeah, I'll take this. I'll be taking this. Yeah, sure. Like you get a lot of people coming to you. Like I don't think you come to them. I think you attract a lot of suitors. I'll start with that. Like you're the more attractor than the one giving. And you try to have faith, right? And you're always like open to these situations and they're super hot and heavy and romantic and exciting. Like your life looks like yeah, I don't know. I'm getting someone here who gets a lot of offers in love, but then it always ends up to be just like a sex thing. And then it's like, well, it's never long lasting because it's like I'm always looking for something more deeper. And then I'm just always looking for something more. And then just realizing like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm looking for assurance that this is going to really make me happy. And then it just turns out really toxic. So I feel like it's always like I'm always trying to be open and exploring it and seeing where it goes. And then it just, and I'm getting these offers. And these people are like really attractive, sexy, really, I don't know. I feel like you've had some really good people in bed. I ain't gonna lie. From what I'm seeing here, like you've got some offers. I'm not getting people who aren't getting offers here. But it always turns out very sexual, and then it's just never really leading towards a relationship. They're just people that I sleep with. And it's like I'm always just looking for something more meaningful. And then you just always end up like comparing people maybe to the past and try, but it's like I trust that there's something. And then I always try to trust that there's something new and I let go of the past person. So I just keep trying to trust. But I've kind of gotten to a place where I'm just really comfortable with where I am. So I feel like this is more like it just hasn't happened for you. High motivation. We did Virgo at 1 hour, 45 minutes, 59 seconds if you want to go and watch it on YouTube. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Like these relationships always just turn out. You're very okay. Also, you are overly protective here. With the King of Cups being here, you are very overly protective. And it's like, I'm open to love and dating and meeting someone and seeing where things go. And if we attract and we hook up and we have a great time, great. But if it's not moving towards a relationship, then I'll just go back to being me. Yeah, you hold back a lot. That's why you always get people who give more. I think you've had a lot of people who've given more to you than you've given to them because you kind of wait to see if it goes anywhere. I'm meaning like you always get somebody new come in too. It's like one door opens and another one closes. Let me know if this is resonating for any of my Aquarians, but I get like Aquarius has, it kind of just keeps going with the flow. Like I'm not getting anything terrible or heartbreaking here. It just hasn't happened. Okay, music says bullseye. Okay. Yeah. I feel like, and I want to say here, Aquarius, you've dated some really attractive people. Like, like you had some really good options. Like from what other people I've seen, like you had some pretty good like options here. Like I'm not getting the worst options either. It just feels like, if anything, it's just sex, or it's not meaningful enough. It's not enough to get me to stay. That's what it is. It's not enough to get me to stay. The Devil card and the Eight of Cups, it's like, I don't need just sex. Like, I could get that. So I'm just going to keep focusing on me. And I am overly protective, but I can see where this is going. Anyone? Listen, if you're always in a donut shop, how are you going to meet someone at midnight? When we get to Aries, maybe there'll be something there for you. Okay, so let's see here what you need to release. What do you need to release? I'm going to tell you these zodiac signs and I'm going to put it back. I'm seeing Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Sagittarius, Libra, Aries. Strong Aries for my Aquarians as well. Let's see here what you need to release. I really just get to the point of this, Aquarius, is that you are overly protective, and yeah, you've had some fun and you've had some romantic nights or romantic offers, but it's not enough for me to commit. It don't last long enough for me to commit. So when I said what you need to release, it just feels like it's just not been your time. With the Ace of Pentacles being here, it's been a delay in time, just in opportunities, or not being able to have the patience need to see if it has, that could be what you need to release, is that you're not patient enough, maybe. And you've let things go fast with the Tower. So it's kind of giving that, like, you haven't really let things meet, and it could even be both. Like, there's been times where you haven't really let things go, but you also don't have the patience. So it's two things at once. But I see there's something new coming in, Ace of Wands. So you're putting your fears behind you again. You're like, hey, I keep going. I keep going. I keep trying. And yeah, I see you moving. So I think you're going to put your fears behind you and move forward. But it keeps saying that you keep holding back. So what do they need to do here? You keep holding back, even though there's something new. It's like, but that's kind of how you function. You need to be honest that you like your independence. Because there could be something happening where you pull away and people think you're not really interested, but you need to say, like, I like the life that I have. You need to be very clear on your intentions, because there's something here about you appear like you don't need anybody, you don't want anybody. And that could be to the detriment. So there's something here about needing a willingness to kind of, yes, we know you're self-sufficient. You're comfortable with where you are. But there's also here, and you're allowing, like, but and you may be saying that, like, listen, I really do like my life. Like, I like what I've created for myself, or I like where I am. But, I've been exploring, wanting to build a life. Maybe you want to be a mother. Maybe you need to be honest about that. Like, I want to be a mother, or I want a family, right? Or this is what I'm sensing for my future. You need to be more honest about what you're looking for when you meet people. Because you could be just meeting people who sweep you off your feet a lot of time. And I feel like you like it, though. I keep getting I like it, though. I like the romance. I feel like you like the romance and you're okay with accepting what it is because you've already mastered self-mastery within yourself that people don't really rock you. I keep getting that. Something about that, Aquarius, like when people act a certain way, you don't necessarily get, you're over the parts of those like crying and like, why is that person calling me back? Like, if that person don't call you back, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, you're lost. You don't get time with me. Next person will. Bye. Like that, you have that energy where it's like you've mastered what a lot of people don't know how to do yet. Right. And that is what, like, Aquarian nature can learn things faster than others. Sometimes, and I feel like you've definitely mastered this energy of like, if you don't call me back, if you don't hit me up, like I may be a little annoyed, but honestly, like if you don't see that I'm fun to be around, if you don't see that like being around me is a great fucking time, you're lost, boo. Like you have that energy. All right. So I do sense that there's that, but I feel like you need to be a little bit more honest about what you're looking for than just seeing where it takes you. But there is someone, I keep getting there's someone coming in wanting to work on it with you. Here, could be dealing with a Sagittarius or maybe even a Libra. But I think you need to stop allowing those people who sweep you off your feet. Like you need to, I know you don't care. I know you don't care, but you need to stop allowing for things. Like I know you don't care, but it's kind of like stop allowing that swift person to come into your life. Like you keep allowing the same person to pop up, even if it's a different phase. And you need to think outside the box here. What are they supposed to do? There's something new. I keep getting there's something new coming in. It's like, yeah, you need to think outside of the box of being a lone individual and start thinking about the kind of partner that's going to be in your life. Because there's someone here who will give that to you, but I don't think you think about it because you've gotten so comfortable with being on your own. Are you kidding me? I feel like there's an insecurity about the ability to succeed, but it keeps saying that there's a relationship coming in. Let me see what's coming in for you here and when. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is there's something unexpected coming in that just makes you really happy here. Okay. There is someone new. There is something new coming in. You may not see it really, but it just brings a lot of happiness. And this person puts in a lot of effort. Okay. Will be putting in a lot of effort into you. I keep getting that with the Six of Pentacles being here. This is giving and receiving. And this is a lot of emotional support or someone who just is there with you and you two like have a really good back and forth with one another. And there's just this inner realization that, yeah, I like my life, but you might let that go and want to start, taking action towards a goal, reaching a goal within a relationship. So this energy that I'm telling you about, this independence within yourself, there is someone here who's coming in and could be somebody new you're communicating with, and it's just a new timeline. I did say, like, for a lot of my Aquarians, I just feel like it hasn't been your time. I don't know if you've done anything wrong, and in the process, you could have just grown into your own autonomy, but I think you just haven't found that person yet. Because I'm not really getting anything's wrong. And so I see you, maybe this is someone here who's been envisioning for you to be with you. This could be somebody you already know or from your past even for some. But I see you two coming together. World card. Like there is a relationship coming together. All right. This is someone who wants to come see you. They may live not where you live, Aquarius. They could live in a different country, a different state, a different county. I don't care. This person doesn't live where you live, but I see you moving in with somebody, like living together with someone. The next person, yeah. And it's like you let go of that idea of just living on your own. Because you may have been thinking like that for a while, but I don't know, something I'm seeing you move in with somebody. So, tell me about who this person is for Aquarius. And then we'll move on. Who is this person for Aquarius? They got to do something weird to grab a... What would be weird to you when you say that? You said weird. What would be weird that grabs someone's attention? Tell me about this person. This could have been somebody who you rejected. Sent home, rejected. You could have hurt this person because you just pulled, you just didn't want to be in this, or you just didn't see it coming together. So you could have rejected them. But here with destiny, it could change. I feel like this person had a great impression of you. Whoever this was, like, they just have been seeing you, like, you two just had something. They felt like when they met you, they just felt something immediately for you. So they could be really bummed it didn't come together. I feel like this person might want to open up and silver lining and tell you something they've never told you before. This is also someone who may share with you their deepest, darkest secrets kind of thing. Like this person really wants to open up and gossip to you or tell you something that they've never said before. But this person wants to, like, is still reminiscing you with them, like, and is still like wanting to spend time with you or get close to you. I feel like this person really wants to give you their heart, or like here, and this is after rejection or being sent home. And then just realizing like you're the person I want to talk to or I want to spend all my time with. And I just want things to change between us. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for this person. All right. Wow, that's huge. I've only been comfortable living alone and separate. Are you an Aquarius too? But yeah, that's what I see here. I see someone changing the situation with you. You just left an impression on them and they have not forgotten you. Could be dealing with a Leo, a Pisces. Aries, Sagittarius. Same, I've never lived with anyone. Is that an Aquarius thing? Yeah, same. Is that an Aquarius thing? Let me know. Oh my God. All my Aquarians are like, no, I've never lived with someone. No, I never lived with someone. I've never lived with someone either. Shit. Okay. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, strong water here. Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, strong Scorpio energy. All right. And that's what I'm seeing here, but could be any zodiac sign. All right, moving on to Leos. Do we have any Leos? Aqua Venus. Aqua Venus. Okay. All right, Leos. You're a Leo rising, right? Capricorn sun. Oh, got another Leo rising in the chat as well. Cindy's a Leo. Okay, so let's see why Leo is single. Leo gang, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Wait. You said send her on her way. She was pretty annoying to me while I was trying to work. Who is that person? All right, moving on to. Are you talking about a Leo? All right, moving on to Leo. Let's see. Why is Leo single here? Why is the collective of Leo single? Okay. If it came to a partnership, there was an inner knowing that shit was going to be hitting the fan and that you need to let it go. The relationship, the reason why you're single is because you knew it was only going to get worse and I think this time about a specific relationship, not just any relationship, a specific one where you were like shit hit the fan, like this is burning, like this is not this relationship is not built to last. I can tell. And I feel like you knew it. You're like, I knew that shit wasn't gonna last. And so you had to trust that this person in you just didn't believe the same things, or didn't identify in the same ways that would, like, I always say this, like attracts like, right, Leo? And so you just kind of knew, like, we don't agree on a lot of things. And I just don't see us working out. I don't know how else to say it. You just knew it. You just had to trust yourself that you kept looking at the situation, observing it, and being like, we just, we're opposites. And I don't know if that leads to something fulfilling with the 10 of Cups being here. This is incompatibility. We're just not compatible. And so I think you were trying to balance it out. Doesn't mean you didn't like the person, right? Doesn't mean you don't like them. It's just we don't see things the same way. And so it's over time. I feel like you tried to balance the energy out. Maybe you felt like at times you were being too hard or over maybe being too picky. But over time, it's like even time revealed that no, like this is not a good time for us. This is not a good time. I don't know what it is. This is not the time. I just don't feel like I'm supposed to be in a relationship. It could also be that you just were not ready for a relationship. Wheel of Fortune Hierophant. For some of you, you just weren't ready for a relationship, or this just wasn't right to, like, you just knew they weren't it. So here with the Queen of Pentacles, you've just been learning how to trust yourself and just, be realistic. This is you just wanting to be realistic and, take care of yourself. So I think that's why you've been single. I feel like you've been really trying to work on building a sense of security within yourself because you might have lost a lot financially, or it could have lost something. If you went through a divorce, for instance, that's a small portion of you. You might have lost money out of that and had to regain yourself. Like, I just need to focus on my security, my well being. And I don't want to say that there wasn't a sense of sadness when it came to understanding that. Doesn't, because, um, I keep getting like a sense of sadness with it, understanding that it wasn't going to work out and having to make a head over heart decision. It's like, I care about you. I really do, but that doesn't mean we're right. So it could have been one of those kind of things. Yeah, you were defensive, you were defensive, and you just couldn't really open up in the ways that you needed to for this to work. But, you guys may have always communicated or kept the lines of communication open, and maybe that's what needed to end, was stop communicating. Like, I honestly need to stop communicating with this person. Okay. So let's see what's coming in for you. So I think that's maybe what's been holding you up, is that you kept the lines of communication open even though you knew it wasn't right. Okay, so let's see what's coming in for you here. Or what do you need to release? Oh, that's what's next. What do you need to release? Hi, Omar. We're doing Aries next. 1 second. We're going to be doing that after Leo. What do you need to release? Um, you could just be giving a lot of your time and energy to your family or into building that security to the point where, you're just always trying to keep the peace, keep the peace, keep the peace at a detriment to your happiness. And so you're not really, it's like you're almost always the one who has to take so much responsibility that you're actually not really enjoying it to the fullest it's giving. And so there's this feeling of not wanting love, an unwantedness to have love, and just feeling alone, even though you're not meant to be really alone. I'm not gonna lie, for some of you, you might be still having sex with this person, even though you don't want anything serious, or you're not compatible, and that could be a huge problem. Or you're still bonded to this person, or there's some part of you that's still attached to them in some way. And maybe it was just the sex that kept you wanting them. I don't know. But with the Devil card being here in the Knight of Swords, it's like you still are talking to this person, or there's still some bond that you have with this person that is keeping you from not really embracing love. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys still have something that keeps you together, like a child, or maybe it's the sex or whatever, or maybe I don't know what keeps you stuck on them. But there is something here where you are still like ignoring the truth that there's a part of you still stuck there, even though you've come to the conclusion that it was not the right time and that you need to trust yourself. You've come to all these conclusions, but why are you still attached then? And you're defensive. You know you have your guard up to really allowing others in, and that's what needs to be released. Like, why is there that tie there, and why is there that defensiveness to let anybody else in? So open the door, and allow people to come through, and also allow yourself to walk through that door, vice versa. And that's what you need to release, is this feeling of like, I think you're okay feeling that way, but it actually keeps you somehow tied to someone. I don't know why, but there is a tie still. Why are you still tied here? What is that Devil card? I'm just trying to understand. You're still friends with this person. 3 of Cups. You still enjoy your time, or you go out with them? Yeah, that's you. You keep the peace and you're still friends. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem though. And why is it a problem? Because you're accepting that, and that makes you in more solitude. Because you're like, well, this is enough for me where this is. So you're not looking, like, there's no desire for anything else. It's like you've been in the hermit mode to a detriment. And you're refusing to see it any other way. Like, I like it. There's no problem. It works for me. It works for me. All right. But it makes you also very cautious and very loyal to this person, because Leos, you may realize this isn't this is not for you, or not the right time. But you also are very loyal to a fault, and I think you're loyal to a detriment, because you like what you have, but it's not actually that fulfilling. And so you're just allowing what, like, you know what I'm saying? You're allowing to stay here, but it's not really what you want. So you're going to eventually get annoyed that you wasted your time, or whatever. Yeah, you still have feelings for this past person. Even though you've come to all those conclusions, the heart wants what it wants, or you are very sentimental. Leos are very sentimental. They don't act like they are, but get a few drinks in them. Get a few drinks in them. You're their best friend. You're going to not realize how sentimental those motherfuckers are. They put on a mask that they're as hard, like, but they're really big softies. Yeah, you still care about them, and there's a part of you that's sad because you know the truth of it. And it's like, well, I feel 2 ways. Like, I know, like, I've made all these decisions and I've come to all these decisions, but I still reminisce on them and miss what we had, and I'm glad we're friends, and da 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 da. But then you get disappointed. So you choose to be in limbo. Let's see what's coming for my Leos. What is coming for my Leos? I know that you are very compassionate and warm, Leo. And you like giving to this person and helping them out and caring for them. But no, that's got to end. You got to cut it off. You need to leave it behind. Done. No more. No más. There's no more indecision. You need to choose one lane and stay in it. And you need to stop putting in the work. Stop putting in the effort. Stop putting in the time. New people, new connections. Be open to romance. There's a friend who might be crushing on you. Somebody else, not this person. Someone else in the group. Someone else. And you might want to be open just to get yourself out there a little bit. Just open up the door a little bit, because you have someone who likes you and likes enjoy company with other people. Other people. All right, but I see someone here who really likes you, and a resolution compromise. Like you need to compromise on the limbo stage, and you need to accept an offer from someone new, because there's someone here who wants to seduce you, someone here who wants to take you out on a nice date. Okay, you need to stop lying that you're gonna accept somebody new, because you're saying it but you're lying. You're not. Stubborn ass. King of Wands, here we go. Okay, you need to have the vision. You gotta look out there. Look outside the window. Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. You may have someone new that you have sex with. It's gonna be like off the charts. Like, I don't know who's coming in, and someone else coming in, and they are they're passionate. They're a little bit arrogant, not gonna lie. A little bit irresponsible too, possibly. But I don't know, they may be really good in bed. Side note. You're saying you accept other offers, but you lying. You may not. All right, tell me about this new person coming in. So I feel like this person who's like the person that you still keep around is still gonna be in your ear, and you might meet someone new, has a great body, okay, or is really attractive. This other person you're meeting, but you're getting influenced by other people who may be too much in your business. So be careful what you tell your friends about who you're dating, and be careful about telling this other person that you're dating, because they be watching your shit. So you may try to end it with that person or people. You may have to really, you need to stop telling people your biz, because Leo, they don't want the best for you. I hate to say that, but I'm not getting good vibes. But it may end with, you may be trying to end it with that other person, and open up to someone new, but this person's going to be pissed that you're opening up to someone new. Mad. Really, really mad. But it's like destiny, time's changing. They're mad you're saying I'm home. They kind of like that little friend hookup shit you had going on. But there's a new contestant walking in the door, Leo. Okay, they're pulling up. Someone's new here. And you're fucking tattatailing who you're taking home, and it's going back to them. So be careful about that, because it will, and it's to be continued. The telenovela does not end for Leo. But I want to keep going. And then what? No, I need to stop there. But someone's gonna win. There's gonna be some competition for you, between the past and the old. They don't like it. They're like, who you telling? Why'd you tell them that? Oh no, they're gonna get jealous. They can get all angry. They can get hot and heavy. They don't like competition. They do not. Very jealous. Ooh, okay, gotta calm down. You may like it. You may like seeing them mad. You be like, but yeah, they're gonna get really mad. Don't tell them, Leo. You may end up on Snapped. Don't tell them. I'm joking, but be careful. They do not share. They thought you were going to be loyal forever. I'm hearing that song, Birds of a Feather. Shit, you may not go anywhere. You may be stuck with this person forever. I don't know. You're stuck. Hi, Debbie. I told you keep your notifications on, but I missed you, babe. I missed you. I missed you. All right. Could be dealing with Capricorn. When Aries was here, he was like, hi, Debbie. I was like, Debbie's not here. My mouth is zipped. Yeah, better we shoot. Virgo. Oh, you dealing with a Virgo? Yeah, they do not. They're definitely not ones to share. Virgos maybe not ones to share. Capricorns, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio. You just heard that song today? I love that song. You know what's funny? It always makes me think of like friendship, that song. And then it's like apparently about a relationship not working out. And I was like, yeah, I never got that from the song. And they're like, well, it's up for self-interpretation kind of thing. And I was like, okay. Oh, the person was a Virgo, Cindy? What do you think about Virgos and Leos? I don't know. Why is everyone dealing with a Virgo? Everyone today's been dealing with Virgos. Damn. Me either what? Oh, yes, I agree. Wait, what did I say? Aries. Do we have any Aries in the chat? Aries gang. Everyone's dealing with a Virgo. Virgos are great, aren't they? Everyone loves dating Virgos. Let's all talk about why we love dating Virgos. What do we love here? Aries is here. Thank you. Okay, well, she's like, I'm here. I've been waiting for Aries. We've got Aries Venus, Aries Sun. Are you an Aries? Aries? Do we have an Aries rising in the chat? Let's see what's going on for my Aries gang. Are you sure? What's not for you? What is it? He was just in the chat, Debbie. All right, Aries 306. You're welcome, Cindy. I'm excited to hear about where it's going for you. All right, Aries, why are you single? All right, Aries, let's see. Why are you single here? I'm going to tell you, Aries, what I'm seeing here, just straight up, is that I don't think you've been ready, like, for a relationship, and that's why you've been single. You could have dealt with a deceptive, person who lied and, cheated even possibly here with the Seven of Swords, or just like kind of betrayed you in some type of way. And I just feel like with the world, it took you time to get over this, so there could have been a deceptive energy here. Don't we love perfectionists? That's like the best quality you could have. Just striving to be better. I'm kidding. But here with the world card, yeah, it's giving here like there was a lie. And so like or someone lied on you or betrayed you in some way. And it just took you time to heal from that. And I actually see here with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords that you've been actually pushed, like you are now at a better time. And you've been talking maybe to new people. And it's just been taking you time to like put yourself out there or get out there, but you've made a quick decision with the Eight of Wands. This is a quick, decisive action that you are actually saying, like, I'm just gonna go talk to people and put myself out there and see. Okay. Hi, Michael. Hi. So I feel like you're kind of getting out of this energy because it's just not for you. You're like, I've waited to heal from that. I'm talking to new people and I'm just kind of trusting that if what's for me is for me. And I think that's really why you've been single here, because you've been looking for something you could trust in or want to move towards. And it just feels like every person that you've met, unfortunately, it felt like either there was hasty actions and careless like planning. Ooh, okay. So you could have rushed into a lot of situations very hastily too, and that could have burned you as well. And so that could have taken you a long time to get over. But again, I am getting like a cheater as well. Um, at that Seven of Swords, that's a cheater card. That's a betrayal card. But it also could have been due to you just rushing into things here with the Eight of Wands and just, going off a vibe and that burning you. So I think now, since time has changed, you're still, moving forward with things and communicating, but you're also slowing it down with the Knight of Pentacles and being a little bit more cautious moving forward and wanting to build trust, because I feel like in other situations you didn't, it was like a second thought, and now it's like, okay, now it's more like a first thought. Now it's more like a first thought, like I want to trust and build on it, than just quickly go off of my initial gut reaction to go for it. It feels here more you're a little more hesitant now, and so you've just been waiting for a turn for luck to be on your side, for destiny to be here, right? So let's see what you need to release here, Aries. What does Aries need to release? I think what you're releasing is investing time and energy too fast into people, which is kind of what I already said, investing a lot of your time and energy too fast into people, and almost like you compromised or resoluted to the point of what your true values were in the past. And I think um you're being more patient now. Like there's something coming in with the strength, like I need to be patient and kind of go through things and not just let things be or go too fast, and saying, wait, like comparing it, like, is it really worth it? Is it gonna, is it gonna build on something? So I feel like you're kind of sitting back and letting things be what they're meant to be. And again, that's kind of what's ending here, is holding back and compromising to the point where you are so unhappy. Like that's not going to work. So I think this is also about speaking up about what you need and what you want. In the past, you may have been really quiet about that. And I feel in your next relationships, you need to be more honest about, like, I don't think you were lying about what you wanted, but I don't know if the conversations even were had, really. And when they were had, when they were discussed, it was like after the fact, which it really should have been before we started. Something like that. So let's see what's coming in here. Okay, hold on. Sorry, those came after the fact. Hi, Cass. Hello. Let's see what's coming in here for you. What's coming in for Aries within love for my single Aries? There we go. Okay. Honestly, you could be having multiple options in love coming for you. Um and with the Seven of Swords here, you may be unsure about who you want to give your time and attention to, okay? So that could be something here where you may have more than one option or maybe unsure of who you want to go towards. Yeah. With the Magician card and the Nine of Cups, though, you're going to go to the one that is kind of what you've been looking for, what you've been wishing for. So this is kind of giving like this is someone that you're sensing will be the dream partner or the dream ideal. Give me more on this. What is coming in love for Aries? You're going to have to remove some of your options here to go for something deeper that makes you feel very happy and fulfilled. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, there's some options where it's surface level or maybe it's just sex. I'm going to be honest. And then there's a moving towards someone who's more realistic to what you're looking for. Okay. So you need to be honest about what you're really looking for in relationships too, though. That's important here because if we're not stating what we want from the jump, like you're kind of going to go through a similar cycle of what you were dealing with. So you need to be very honest about what you're desiring, okay? Because there could be problems due to just investing in something that really wasn't a good investment within the where the connection stood. So you need to be really honest and upfront about what you're looking for. Some of you are not maybe even looking, like some are looking for a serious relationship. Some may be looking for an unconventional relationship. And there needs to be some honesty of what your relationship looks like because it could get tricky. Yeah, Tower card. You could be very defensive about moving to the next state. Like you say you're ready, but you could be really sad about something else. And so I don't know how ready you are. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. So there is options coming in for you with the Knight of Cups. There could be a romantic person or offer coming in from someone. They're quite seducing and attractive to you. And with the Emperor card here and the Moon, I don't know if I want to take, because you are the Emperor. I don't know if I want to take this offer. I'm a little bit afraid of taking it because you may be really seduced by this person. Like it's attraction to a fear, like a fear coming out in you. Like I'm super attracted to the point where I'm nervous or afraid that it's just gonna be, it's gonna go bad, or I'm gonna be stuck on it. Like it's just a sexual thing. So I don't know if I'm kind of afraid to like get involved in this because I don't want to be stuck or tied to somebody. That's what I'm saying. Some of you guys don't even want to be stuck or tied on someone, and you're worried because you're feeling all these feelings for someone, and you're worried because you may not be wanting that. When you also want to take responsibility for the fact that you know that you do want this person, but it's to the point where it's like temptation. That's what I'm getting here. And you're guarded about investing in them. And that's because you're worried about something from your past, but you don't want to talk about the past. And so when you look at this, you're creating your own fear because it's looking at yourself, and you need to release that. It's like you keep fearing the worst because you keep projecting previous outcomes. And so you need to balance that. But you could be recognizing that you're really in your head and that you're just fearing intimacy. You could just be fearing intimacy, real intimacy here. And it's okay. You can be gentle with yourself at this time. You already went through some really crazy crap with that Seven of Swords in the world. Like, I understand if you're not ready, but you also have to be aware that you're bringing a new person into your chaos if you're not ready. But I see here with the Lovers and the Queen of Cups, like someone who could be a real connection for you, but you're fearing that they're going to turn toxic and crazy, and you're like assessing that you want to go quiet and balance it out because you're afraid you're assessing that it's going to look like your past, but really that's your own fear. That's your projection. With that Eight of Swords being here, this is you restricting yourself because you don't like being vulnerable. And I think you're aware of that because this person makes you feel like this. Oh, no, I felt this feeling before. And just because you felt a feeling before of excitement or attraction, it doesn't mean that it's going to turn into your past just because you felt a feeling that is similar. That person isn't that person that you were dealing with. So that's projection. So you need to be mindful of what's projection and what's real. And the reason why I say that is because you start off here just because this person is, may come off here like seducing and passionate and may make you feel a certain type of feeling. You're fearing the worst from the outcome. So, and you're guarded about that, which is fair. But I see you a little too guarded right now for it. To really fully embrace it anyways, or embrace a situation. Yeah. And it makes you almost like sad too, a little bit, because you are aware that you really do like this person, or you are really attracted. So I think you're a little bit confused. Yeah, you're a little like in your head here, or bummed. Because it's like, oh, I want to take action. I want to do it. But then I honestly fear the intimacy of it. Which makes sense, especially if you've been with that Seven of Swords here. You've been deceived before. You've been hurt before. You're just naturally protecting yourself. But you have to allow this person you have to go through the ocean to like see where it's flowing you. But instead, you're almost preventing the flow. You're ruining the flow by saying, oh, fear, I see past. I see this feeling, right? All right, so let's see here how things are going to change, because that's what's coming in. But let's see how this could change, or how is it changing? Okay, I'm gonna just call out what I'm seeing. Okay, and you can take it however you want it, but I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling. This is overindulgence with the Three of Cups. Overindulgence, unfaithfulness to a degree, or if you're single, I mean, you're not being unfaithful, but it's saying here like you're overindulging and escaping. And could be doing things very rash, or it could be leading to irresponsibility. So just be careful. But it's feeling here like you're just taking offers very rashly and very very fast, almost to the point of detriment with the Knight of Wands in reversed. And it's overindulgence to the point of escapism because you don't want to. I just feel like you want to explore your options and maybe you just want to have fun right now. And that's just where you are. It's like, I do want to overindulge. I do want to just be rash and not think about it and do foolish mistakes and run into things and then not think about it. That's fair. That's fair. But right now you just want to explore your options and kind of just see where it takes you. And yeah, a little bit of it is maybe escapism, but maybe it's just like, I just want to have fun, Nina. At the bottom of the deck, we see an Ace of Cups and a Six of Cups. So you could be expressing love to a past person. And then deciding it's not fulfilling. I wonder if you're going back to a past person to almost not confront something that you're seeing within somebody new. I'm not sure, but it's almost like self-sabotaging here. So, but it's okay. You can make decisions and then realize whatever you want to later. But it's giving like making decisions, exploring things, and then ultimately deciding to go back to someone else. It's a lot. It's a lot, Aries, what I'm feeling here for you. It's like, oh, let me go check one more time to make sure that isn't a good idea. And then you're like, nah, it wasn't a good idea. You know, it's giving that. I got the same energy from before. Yeah, I did. Okay, Knight of Cups again, and Nine of Cups and Knight of Cups comes out for the second time. So, because we saw that earlier. So there's someone new coming in that has been someone you've been like wanting for a while. We saw that before, right? I swore I saw that. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, there was the Nine of Cups and seven, like, yeah, it was this energy. So there's someone coming in again with the Nine of Cups that you've been wishing for or wanting, and they're like you're worried because they're seducing. So that keeps coming out for you. Tell me more about the situation coming in. You know what's crazy though with that King of Wands? It's like you could see a vision of you could see something with them, and I think that's what makes you nervous because you're not maybe ready. Yeah, you're in your head because I don't know, this person has a very warm energy. Like you feel like it's very easy to be around them or talk to them or be in their energy. You may, with the limo, you may drive to see them, or you commute to see them, you drive to see them, they drive to see you, vice versa. I keep getting this is somebody new. But you get in your head, or maybe they get in their head. This is someone who maybe got more attractive as they got older. There's also someone here who could be a little bit like insecure, but they take a lot of pictures, or they naturally are watched or seen. There's someone who gets recognized, but they don't see that they're recognized. Okay. Yeah, this is someone here who may not see themselves right or see themselves in the way that others do. Okay. But this is someone you really enjoy spending quality time with. But you may like spend time with other people too. So like you're not sure who you want to invest your time with, or you two may be just both single dating, but you don't like other people looking at them or something. There's something like that. Like, I don't like you looking at my person. Okay. But talking about like you two have a really magnetic connection. That's why you're maybe afraid of it. When we saw that Devil card and the Queen of Wands, that's very magnetic attraction to the point where maybe you get worried or maybe you two fight a lot or you two like kind of fight it out. But I don't know, there's a connection between you two and you enjoyed spending quality time with them. So that's what I see, Aries. I'm going to end it there. It was a way too long of a reading, but it just kept going back and forth, back and forth. But your mind could be very back and forth between this past like situation that you're trying to heal from that maybe you're not fully healed from, and something new coming in that you feel a really strong feeling for, but you're fearing it because it's a strong feeling. Something like that. Let me know if that resonates for any Aries in the chat. I don't know if it is, but you can tell me if it did. Okay, signs I'm seeing here: Capricorn, Aries, Libra, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Scorpio. Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius. All right, so I hope that got resonated for you guys. If you did like it, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow. I think I will be doing I had a couple, honestly, I had a couple Virgos in my chat, so I was looking at the Virgos in the chat. But I did say the collective of Virgo. It was a pretty good read for Virgos, I thought. So yeah, I think tomorrow what I want to do is there's going to be a Pisces new moon, and I like to do new moon readings. So they will be for members only to chat. So if you want to become a member, you can by tomorrow. And so members only will be chatting. Oh my God, one stole money and ghosted from you. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry, Michael. So yes, I do see that there will be some changes. And Scorpio, we did Scorpio already. You can go back to the YouTube and you can watch it there for tonight. But we're going to be doing a new moon in Pisces reading tomorrow, and it'll be members only, can really chat. And then after I do the readings, immediately after, it's members only. So that will be tomorrow night. I was going to do a universe then, but I think I'm going to leave that till Monday and do this new moon in Pisces. And then I will draw for members only on what is coming for you under this new moon. Okay. So I will be doing that for the members. So if you guys want to become one, that is for tomorrow. Okay. New moon in Pisces. Now everyone can see it while it's live, but after, when it's finished, it'll go to only members, and only members will be able to chat. All right. So thank you guys, and see you tomorrow. Bye.